right. Becky! Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Number 3. Hello, Ali. Hello, number 1, number 2. I love this. We got the bros back to back. Hello. How are y'all? Hello, Logan. Hello, Peggy. Those are the same person. Hello, Ali. Ali, how are you, sweetie? 2, not 3. 2, not 3. Yeah, second. Definitely second, for sure. How are you, Ali? What's up, man? How's everything? Welcome back. Welcome back on the track. We're going to do, as you guys know, and if you don't know, absolutely, I'm going to do a quick makeup look. Elsa! Elsa, I feel like it's been several months. What's up, girly? Is it possible? I feel like it's been a very long time. But what is good? What is good? I'm just trying to do my not just trying to. I'm trying to get some tools here. I'm doing my makeup, of course. I love glitter, so we're going to have some glitter. And then we're going to dive in. Yes, absolutely. Leave a like, y'all. Get this stream booming early. Let's go. Absolutely, 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 absolutely. Thank you, Peggy. Absolutely. I'm just going to check real quick just to see what you guys are seeing on your end. I like to do that sometimes to make sure the live is smooth, I guess. Let's see. What are you guys looking at? Okay. Yeah, you guys are good. You guys are good. I've been going to church. Amen. How has that been? What have you been learning? Okay, how about this? Because that's a big question. What was one of the most important thing or one of the most valuable thing you have learned? Like something that you remember and that you hold on to, pretty much. And hello, so what you doing, Peggy Barbs? Well, I'm about to do, so this morning we had the chicken was really good. Yo, I bet. Peggy was marinating chicken, so that was fun. He was marinating a bunch of chicken. For me, I'm about to get ready, do my hair, do my makeup. Well, my hair's already done. Do my makeup and whatnot, and then I can't wait. We're about to dive into our Bible study, which is gonna be amazing. Let's see, where am I starting with? This, and then how about we have a setting powder here? All right, this. Lauren! Oh yeah, Peggy was, Lauren! Ah! Thank you. You should treat persons how you want to be treated. Yes, that's actually an amazing teaching that I'm happy that's one thing you remember the most, because a lot, especially in this society, what happens is that instead of people treating others the way they want to be treated, they treat others the way they were treated. Hence, we get, as you know, and if you don't know, you get the whole hurt people thing, right? Because instead of treating others the way you want to be treated, it's they treat others the way they were treated. And that's where we get the whole danger thing, right? Where no one wants to take the high road. No one wants to be like, you know what? Even if this person treated me bad, I'm still going to treat others well. You know what I mean? Because that's the rules. So yeah, I love that. I love that that's one of the major things you learn. That's awesome. Daisy, I haven't seen her in a minute. I will message her though. Not in a minute, but Daisy tends to be super, super busy, but I have not seen her in a minute. Yeah. I have not seen her in a very long time. Lauren! Lauren, how are you, girly? How are you, girl? What are you up to? How are you feeling, sweetie? Also, what's up with your Discord, girly? Like, are all the people on there you know? Like, are they from school and stuff? Or like... Because Lauren's Discord be popping. It be popping. Just finished cooking up a chicken breast. Yes, and finished eating it. I marinated one I just ate yesterday. Oh, okay, how did you cook it, by the way? I'm on a 72-hour fast. I'm hungry. It's only 16 hours. Oh, fasting is really good. I need to get back to that. I haven't fasted in a minute. But not 72 hours. I'm not going to do that. I'll probably do like a 6 to 6 fast. Hello, man. Hello, sweetie. Hello. Yeah, well done. Not much. What about you? Barb got me to 50 subs, and now I'm at 136. I need editing abilities. CapCut. Once you put that money in your thing, get CapCut. But CapCut will have the only thing is that CapCut will have what's it called? CapCut will have the logo. But if you pay for a year, you don't need to. I know it's weird, but it's like if you're a content creator, like paying for that for a year, it's the best, I swear. I gotta go. Sorry, no more. I'll try to come more. Yeah, I'm here now every day, Monday to Friday, because I did cut down how much I come, but I'm here now Monday to Friday. So, Elsa, take care of yourself, girly. Thank you so much for dropping by. And like I said, I'll be here tomorrow. Lauren, me good, me surviving. Just some are from other servers. Okay, I see. Man. 6 to 6 fast. Yeah, there's different kind of fast you can do. Like realistically, it doesn't. It's yeah, you can do like remember you can. There's so many different fasts. 6 to 6, which really starts at 12 to 6 realistically. There's the just water fast. There's just vegetable fast. There's the fasting from an object, right? So but the actual you want the body fast, right? Because it's like parasite, whatever. What else is there? There's the what else there fast is there? Water, just liquid fast. There's the just vegetable fast. Yeah, multiple fasts. But yeah, 66. I love 66. What I normally do, I do 66. 12, so midnight to 6 p.m. and I would do that for 3 weeks. Normally, yeah. So I've been trying to figure out how to fast properly though as an athlete because like when I compete and I fasted, I can pass out. Best fast for fat burn. Oh no, I don't. I'm talking about. Oh, you're doing fat burn. Oh, I'm talking about spiritual fasting. But okay. All right, that makes sense. Memorizing 2 textbook. Wait, my brother's a tech guys and stuff. Yes, and he said HitFilm is the best free editing platform. Wait, does it have? Whoa, man! Don't go nowhere. If I was able to tie you down where you are, I would. Wait, HitFilm? Does it leave a watermark or no? Does it leave a watermark? Come to the front. Does it leave a watermark? Man, you better speak up. Anyways, yeah, let me know if it leaves a watermark. HitFilm. If it doesn't leave a watermark, that's amazing. Don't think so, Barb. He just told me that. Okay, well, let me go ahead and tell your brother I said thank you. Tell your brother I said thank you and God bless him and all his adventures he's doing and stuff. Let me just write this out real quick. To myself. Barbs, even my spirit is sending me singles to drain some of it. Yeah, for sure. Absolutely. Lame. Nah, boo. I'll still take a look at Cherise, hello. Yo, it's crazy because we just said the same thing at the same time. Anyways, hello, Cherise. Hello, girly. How are you? I'm making coffee. What we feeling? Vanilla or caramel? Caramel. But Lauren, why do you drink coffee so young though? I just say this because you get the withdrawal. Like coffee is almost like a drug, right? You'll get the withdrawal from it. Like, and then as you get older, you'd have to take more. You know what I mean? Are you hooked onto it already? Like, is it because you get the migraines if you don't drink coffee? Does it give you energy? It's not even the caffeine, but something about like drinking coffee at a young age, I feel like numbs you to it when you need it the most. Trust me, which you will need it the most as you get older. Best fast for fat burn, like ketosis. I don't know about muscle, just want to lose this excessive side handle. Yeah, but the thing is when you do the keto diet, which I don't recommend it for everyone and whatnot. I have done the keto diet when I need to lose weight quickly and then when I need to drop fat and then build muscle and stuff. The thing is though, it's not a lifelong thing and it's not really sustainable. So for me, I knew I was only gonna do it for like 3 months or so, right? But I see what you mean. So that's supposed to be like your intro to your lifestyle, I guess? Or are you trying to make it? Barb's got a point. Caffeine isn't good for young people. The more you drink, the more you use to the caffeine. So when you're cramming for finals in college, that's what I'm saying. And then that's when people start to do, since you were 9? Oh no. I didn't start drinking coffee until I started my first job where everyone had 19. Yeah, same. Same. What's coffee drink? Green tea, brother? Well, green tea doesn't really work on me that same way. Now, we're not shaming you, Lauren, or anything like that, girly, but just keep that in mind. When you'll need it the most, it won't work as well. And trust me, you'll like Lauren said, or like Min said, you'll need it for sure. College is one, but like Cherise said, I started my dad started giving me coffee when I started working like full time. I would have been like 24 when I started drinking coffee. Or at least take breaks or something like that. But like you'd have to take long breaks because if you take a day or two off, you'll get a migraine. So you kind of have to like, you know, caffeine like nicotine but less bad. Well, caffeine and nicotine are not comparable at all. I wouldn't compare because like it's almost like if you're talking about addictiveness, it's almost like saying like sugar. You can put caffeine, nicotine, and sugar all together. I just mean that like the effect. Like realistically, we're drinking coffee for the effect, kind of, especially in the North and in the Western society. Just make sure, just take care of yourself. Just take care of yourself. Happening to my father, he was immune to black coffee in uni. See what I mean? And it comes clutch. Like when you take coffee, like let's say you haven't taken coffee in a long time, and then you take coffee, it actually becomes helpful. Definitely. Also, I'm kind of allergic to coffee or whatever. I get super dizzy when I ever had a sip. At 9, I used to gag at the smell. Same, 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 same. Same, same, same. But I've also met girlies in high school and middle school and stuff like that when I was in school, a child, where they also did like coffee as well. So it really comes down to like a lifestyle. I remember my dad, because my dad is a doctor and stuff, he was definitely very much against it. He was just like, no, no, wait, wait, wait. Now he just throws me coffee. Literally, like every morning. Well, I don't, obviously I'm not with him anymore and stuff, but he would just always throw me coffee and be like, you need this? I'd be like, no, dad, I don't like coffee. He's like, you need this. If you want to move efficiently as an adult, you need this. I was like, what? What? And now I'm addicted to it. Now I'm addicted to it. Literally. Peggy, I tried really, really hard, so I'm happy. You did amazing. Sharice, you scared me. She scared me because of the timing. Because I was saying boo, and she came in and said boo, and I was like, oh, what? How does she know? Also, I'm kind of allergic. I'm new to coffee. We drink chai and green tea over here. I feel old. What does clutch means? Comes in handy. It comes in handy. It's like perfect timing. Sorry, I'm just looking for. Oh, there it is. Got it. Yeah, it comes in perfect timing. Perfect timing. Not car related, I guess. And I'm guessing no. That's smart though, because now I think about it, you would. Yeah. I'm gaming, whipping the whole game. I'm game whipping the whole squad. Yeah, Ali. Chinese are big on jasmine tea. Too many young Chinese don't appreciate the tea. Does it help with like energy though? You know what I mean? Green tea, I don't mind. I just feel like I surprisingly I feel like green tea stains my teeth more than coffee. Yeah. Like when I switched, because I did do the switch over to coffee, switch over to green tea recently, like probably 2 months ago, and I was just like, what? Oh, matcha must be sick. Right? No? I feel like matcha's sick. Tea's good, very good, especially for inflammatory and tox. Yeah. I like using tea for, yeah, literally. Especially if, like, let's say you have, like, a heavy meal or whatever. I like using tea for that. Like, if you are someone that eats late at night, I believe, like, drinking tea after you've had your heavy meal. So let's say you had, like, I don't know, a burger or a pizza and you ate that, like, 11 o'clock. Ending with tea, I feel like always really helpful. You know what I mean? It's just like the cherry on top. The cherry on top. We don't drink green tea matcha though. We drink flower tea. Direct translation. LOL. I don't know how to put that. Barb, can you describe your heavy meals? No, well, I mean, like I don't have heavy meals. I was mostly talking about people that eat out. Barb, we're doing any blue today? We'll do blue today. Yes, of course, Logan. We'll do blue today. We'll do blue today. Absolutely. I was just describing a heavy meal. So a heavy meal could be, I don't eat that, of course, but a heavy meal is also, when I say heavy, I also mean like the time you're eating it at. Amanda! Yeah, you're live. I get to see you today. Amanda! Oh, the iPod? Hello, Amanda. Girly, what's up? How you been? Like, girly, I should have what's it called? Channel you in. I should have channeled you in the membership group and be like, Amanda, Amanda. How are you, girly? Barb, could you describe your heavy meal? You're asking me what's the heaviest meal you had? Oh, it has to be like the traditional African meals, right? Like where you have I don't know how to say them in, I guess, translate them, but they're all African meals. L'ondolait, le coq, le bâton, le foufou, egusi soup. The list goes on, but a lot of my heavier meals tend to be African foods. But I mean, for the general public, the heavy food would be like fast food, any fast food, McDonald's, Harvey's. Miss you, Miss Square. What else is there? Okay, so I guess pizza, like those type of stuff, those are heavy. So like I do order, well, I don't, but hubby does order pizza for us, probably like once every 2-3 months. Hey, Barb, I'm sending something in food pic on Discord. Ooh, oh girl, let me take a look. I'm not square no more. I'm here. Exactly. You're so funny. Amanda, how are you, girly? What have you been up to? What's going on? How's your morning going? Sorry, I'm just gonna check what was put in the food group. Y'all gonna start DMing things if y'all want to see things. Oh, that chicken looks good. Point of being me hearing coffee is bad for young people. Yeah, I pour a big cup of it. Oh my goodness. Like if anything, iced coffee, I'd much rather have you drink iced coffee than straight up caffeine, than straight up coffee like that for some reason. Literally, guys, it's literally Lauren making coffee, literally as the background, as we're all like, girl, no. I'm not square, I'm here. We literally missed you. Is it just me or Barb's voice ain't matching with the lip moving? Oh, what? Yeah, mine was like that too. I had to refresh about 3 times. Are you serious? About to jump in the shower. Okay, hold on. Let me just take a look and see. Let me just take a look and see how it is from y'all. Is it still happening? Oh, okay, I'm good. Okay, perfect. All right, good. Because I see it on my end too, but okay. All right. Well, thank you guys. You guys are definitely my technical support, so I appreciate y'all. I do appreciate y'all. Monster energy drink? No. You are square until you pull up to morning stretch. Yeah, mine was like about to jump in the shower and getting ready for the day at 12 p.m. Let's go! Listen. What was I even? I don't. Oh, I was writing some Bible study stuff, and one of the lessons that I've learned, which will not be taught today, is I agree with Amanda. Is it doesn't matter how you start. All that matters is how you finish. All that matters is how you finish, Amanda. So you may have started not the best. It's okay, girly. As long as you end the best, that's all. That's realistically, people don't care how you start. People care about how you finish. So finish strong. That's what I tell myself every day now. I'm like, okay, it doesn't matter how you start, it's how we finish. But exactly. Is it bad that I to drink Monster energy drink? It's bad for a few reasons. Like it's actually terrible for a lot of reasons, but Monster's not good. Like energy drink and stuff is not good, especially when you're young. I remember back in the days, I don't know if they still have this, correct me if I'm wrong. You used to have to show your ID to be able to buy Monster drinks, energy drinks, and Red Bull. Do you guys remember that? At least in Canada, you have to show your ID. You have to show that you are over, I think it was like over the age of either 18 or 16, I forgot. Now, the issue with energy drinks is a lot. It's a lot. I used to drink Red Bull, but that stuff raised anxiety. Monster's the same thing though. My brother hates coffee. He lives off Monster. Monster's aggressive. Hopefully it's not daily. Monster, that's for the devil, yeah. But Ali, what time is it for you? Yeah, Monster's not good. Yeah, Monster's terrible. Oh, it's a good time. We've established you're addicted to caffeine. And you're too young for that. You're too young to be addicted to caffeine. The letters mean 666. Just locked in so hard. I nearly fell down the stairs when I stood up and walked. Oh no. That still happens in the UK whenever I buy it. Yes, yes. I think I was 15 and in there's a small store and the lady refused to sell me. Yes, it's really energy drink for the youth. Again, I'm not trying to like, call people out or belittle them or anything like that. It really is just like a health thing. It is the worst. It is the worst. And secondly, like I said, when you need it the most, because right now you guys don't need it. Right now, the youth, you guys have natural energy, right? That's why, that's actually partially why men can do a billion stuff, right? That's partially why a lot of the high schoolers, you guys are like almost like hamsters, right? You guys are not only going to school, you guys are also doing after school work. Some of you guys have jobs. Some of you guys have other social life. Some of you guys can post like that dynamicness. You guys have that because you guys are very young. But as you get older, and I don't like literally in 10 years, even less, like Min says, university, you start slowing down. You start slowing down, and then that's when those energy drinks are there. The 5 hours energy drinks. I mean, the 5 hours energy. Do you guys remember that? The 5 hour energies? Remember that? That was wild. That was wild. That was wild. And then sometimes, the only thing is that like sometimes when something's not working for you, what the youth will do is try to take something harder. And what's the next hardest thing after drinking coffee, after taking Monster, after taking Red Bull? What would be the next hardest thing you would take to stay awake? Yeah. If you know, you know. If you know, you know what I'm talking about. If you know, you know. Ali, don't advertise drugs. Why does Charisse have to say this to Ali? I'm about to take a look back. Why does Charisse have to say this to Ali? Listen, Barb, my brother's a straight A6 from students. Give him a break. Oh, sweetie, I will not. Why? Because life is about to get so much harder. Life is about to get so much harder. The peak of your stress is not high school. That's actually just the beginning. Like if you're stressed right now in high school, I promise you the stress increases way more. Hence why people do coffee and stuff. So I can't give him a break because he's using it right now. I really had to work hard to not use it at all. I get that. Like I remember I actively had to be like, sixth form is college. He's in college? Like he's in university? Like he's gonna be done, or what are we talking about? Like what do you mean? Like are you saying he's taking college classes or he's in college? Because taking college classes and being in college is two different things. Or are you saying he's done? Like he'll be done, like once he's done 4 years, he's good? Because that's fine. If he's already in uni, he's taking it, that's fine. If you're saying there's more schooling he has to go, college is 16, 18. What? That's so weird. So what happens after college? What happens after college for them? Like what happens after 18? There's more schooling, right? No? Or is that like optional? Anyways, if he's planning after college, exactly. That's what I'm saying. So uni, that's what I'm saying. It doesn't get easier, it gets harder. So the fact that he's in college right now doing all that, it's cool. I actually admire him because he's working hard, but it doesn't get easier. His workload will increase. So I'm kind of like, what, is he gonna take a full can of Monsters? School, college, uni, then McDonald's drive-thru? Ali, no, not Min's brother. Min's brother would probably like what? Maybe like build the machine that would replace the cashiers at McDonald's with like AI or something. I can see that being Min's brother with technology. I'm weak. If you want addiction, choose one that makes you feel good. You would struggle to buy it here. Yeah, Ali, don't advertise drugs. Literally, I see why he said that. How are you, sweetie? I didn't say drugs. Go-to is Starbucks matcha, energy coffee drink, straight black coffee, Monster energy drink, and more. Can't even name. You don't need to. I used to take caffeine tablets in uni. Oh yeah, caffeine tablets I used to take too. Yeah, for sure. Not even in, like halfway through uni, I used to take caffeine tablets for sure. Like a hyper I can't say that name properly, but I know you're talking about a dog, right? They were everywhere during exams. I've missed you, Laura. Yeah, we miss Lauren. Absolutely. Coffee makes me want to topple over and die. All right, man. That's aggressive, but fair enough. I used to take no dose pills, too, Cherise. Oh yeah. I know I'm just a lovable person, Amanda. Thanks for boosting me. Oh yes, that's true. As we're lecturing Lauren, literally. Literally. I object, Barb. Gen Z have very low energy because of the diet. Lauren is not Gen Z. Lauren is Gen Alpha. Min is not Gen Z as well. Min is Gen Alpha, right? Aren't those two? You're Gen Z, but you're not. I didn't think you're right. Aren't the kids Gen Alpha? I don't know, cause Gen Z are adults. Y'all are full on adults. Surprisingly, too. Actually, I'm really surprised, but that's fine. Have very low energy because of the diet, food are not the same, of course, and everything has yeah, I agree. But very high self-awareness and intellect. Agree. Absolutely agree with you, Ali. Aiming high. I think it's more the fact it's exam season right now. Don't worry, he's not taking. Okay, good. My brother's planning to be a surgeon. Oh, see? Like, he's gonna need that when he's working, bro. What? Forget about school. This man's gonna need the caffeine when he's working. I'm not gonna talk too much about substances that those professions use to stay awake. My millennials, if you know, you know. Wink, wink. But he's gonna need he's gonna need a low tolerance, so it's gonna help him when he becomes a surgeon for sure. How can I take your order? Oh, your family got high calorie. Literally, military to doctor to. I don't know what any of this gen business is. It's just a baby. Why sail over me has a caffeine addiction? Little over me has same Cherise. Aren't they Gen Z? Wait, there's Gen Alpha. There's Gen Alpha. There's Gen Alpha, and then whichever like kids I guess I would have is like Gen Beta. You and baby with a caffeine addiction. Well, 2010. Here's a holiday right now. Wait, he's on holidays right now. Wait till seriously. I'm just a baby. I didn't do nothing wrong. At least not yet. At least not yet. Yeah, I just know, Barb, which gen are you? And I'm a millennial. I say this like this because like people always question me. Yeah. So I'm a millennial. You're a Gen Z. Is there Gen Alpha, Gen Beta, Gen Alpha, Gen Beta? Okay, so Gen Z, Gen Alpha, Gen Beta, Gen... Who knows? Who cares? No one knows what they're doing in the modern world anyways. True. I'm gonna look for a support group for you. Yeah, Lauren, literally. That's prehistoric. Regardless of if you think it's prehistoric or not, we are the blueprint. Y'all are copying our style, our fashion, and literally nostalgic. Like the nostalgia you guys have is of our childhood. When people say I want to go back to 2015 or I wish I was in 2010, I was like, yo, I was there when Katy Perry first released her music. What do you mean? Like, no, the millennials are the coolest generation. So for me, I don't mind it. My back is good though. I want to go back to the 80s. LOL. Well, apparently a lot of kids were getting kidnapped in the 80s though, because parents weren't really watching them or something like that. So I mean, there is that. I used to dance to dodos. I love that. How's your back, Barbs? It's better. That's what I'm saying. As a millennial, how you live without no Wi-Fi? I know. I had to go outside and play. I had siblings. I would learn how to rollerblade. I would learn how to bike. Oh my gosh. That's funny. Yeah, millennials are cool. We used to drink water from the hose. Literally, what was Wi-Fi? Wi-Fi is just wild to me. Like, what? I think I've been studying for 5 hours. Girl, take a break. Walk away. I'm just a baby, Barbs. I'll hold you, Lauren. I got you. We didn't know nothing about phones. Yo, and then especially listen, the way we would come home, the only time we would come home, our curfew was the street light. When the street light was there, that's it. We used to play in the park. We used to ride our bike, rollerblading everywhere. Like, yeah, Amanda knows. Like, what do you mean? Now we had like TV. No, like they call us prehistoric, but our time, like it's only now that I've realized that we had it amazingly. Amazingly. Literally, we had it the best. Like if you are a millennial, that's the peak of society. Like it does not like as you see Gen Z, right? Society's going like this, right? Like you guys can tell. We were a part of this part where it was like, woo! We had recession pop. That's why I love summer times. Longer spent outside. Period. Period. Like we're prehistoric, but at least we actually bro, 2000 don't even get me started. We used to be able to talk to people. When you went to uni, when you went to college, well, I guess college is what we would call it here in Quebec. Well, sorry, whatever. The college you guys have in the UK is what we would call cégep, which is like that in between, right? But the provinces don't do that. Only one province does that whole. Anyways, so when you went to college, you knew a few things. You're gonna go to house parties. You're gonna be outside. You're gonna be interacting with people. This is where you're gonna learn. You're gonna network and learn and talk to everybody because everybody was outside. Now, whatever college you guys have, it ain't it. It ain't it. It ain't it. Like the fact that some people, I've literally heard some people are like, oh, like yeah, I've like never really spoken to the opposite gender, and they're like 23, 24. I'm like, but that's what college is for. But because you guys are a different generation, that whole interaction you would have in college is gone. It is gone, which my heart breaks for y'all. My heart breaks for y'all. Burnt my tongue. Yes, I still drink my coffee full of caffeine. That's God trying to tell you something. That's God trying to tell you something, Lauren. Lauren is too funny. Christmas time, everyone would go outside on their bikes, skates, skateboards, how they are in their new PlayStation. Facts. We used to have the Game Cubes when we had people like you literally had to have your friends next to each other, and then the cable, like the controller would go in the box, you know what I mean, in the game console, and then you could like my brothers used to be like would always hit me, and I would like lose. You guys don't have that anymore. You get on top of that, we didn't have cyberbullying. If you were getting bullied, it means someone came to your face and was like, that's the bullying we had. There was no such thing as like cyberbullying, online bullying. It wasn't a thing. It wasn't a thing, bro. You're getting bullied the old school way. You're getting wedgied. You're getting thrown in the lockers. You're getting thrown at lockers. Like, oh, back in the days, y'all. Not me, like, not the bullying back then. Listen, I'm not saying it was good or bad. I'm just saying that's a whole different bullying that we dealt with. We had it the best. We had it the absolute best. Amazon tried to drop off Tyler order at my house. Get out of here, Tyler's. Staying inside was a punishment. Staying inside, it was like, remember, you're grounded. What's grounded? Oh! Wow, she came in. All right. You already know the rules. It's like, nah. She said, I want a rematch. I want to see the dunk. I got you, man. Hello. Barb, stop describing what older siblings do to younger ones. You're making me feel bad. That wasn't even older, younger siblings. That was like strangers at school. I didn't like that. I'm not even gonna touch on the bullying that happens at home, which then has built you for the bullying that happens at school. Shifa, how are you? I'm trying to put some sort of like instrumental game or something, like instrumental music or something. Like game day. We still do it now to the youngins. Not at school though, because there's rules to that. Game day instrumental. Let's see. Steve, how are you? It's been forever. Hold on. Non-extreme sport background music. This is only 2 minutes long. That's okay. Hopefully, we're not going to get... Is it royalty-free? Royalty-free music. Okay, good. So y'all already know. Our boy Steve got it. $20. Thank you so much. That means that for every $5, we need to shoot. We have a minute on the clock. We have a minute on the clock. 4 times. All right, here we go. All right, good thing I did my mobility. With Sharice this morning. Bob Bunch finishes where it's at. Let's go! All right, let me just set this up for y'all. All right. All right. Hold on. Let me just make sure that y'all can see what I see. Do you see what I see? This is royalty-free music, so y'all don't come for me. All right? Oh, you guys can see everything. All right. I'm imagining intense basketball game music. Get the popcorn. All right. So first and foremost, we want to give a major shout out to She. Make sure you have a bunch of basketball emoji there. Let's go. You already know the rule. We got a minute on the clock. We got to get it all in a minute. We're going to try this 4 times. Let's go. Y'all can guess how many I will do in a minute if you prefer. It's up to y'all. Let's do it. Let's go. Oh shit. Oh no. All right, this better not. Ooh. Ah. It's a little rusty. It's been a minute. We gotta go faster. I don't want to be too close though. You know what I mean? Woo. I do this for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. My shooting percentage is like no other. Y'all can even compare. The goal is to get to 30, to be honest with y'all. Ooh. But y'all, we can't be close. Because Steph Curry would be talking smack right now. He wishes he had my form. Yeah, you may have a couple gold rings, but it ain't mean nothing if you didn't win the Barbie Ball Bunch championships. No. 29. All right, 29. 200 tops. Wait, who was voting for me? Ooh, Sharice was close. Peggy was close. Peggy was the closest. Man, let her be happy. Y'all can't even compare. Fail 7 times. Exactly. All right. Let's see if I can do better. That was just a warm up. I couldn't just reveal everything I got, right? Because, Steph Curry was going to steal my move anyways. So, I mean... All right. Round 1, one run. My apologies. Good morning, everyone. Y'all, she's going to break the net this round. Let's do it. Place your bet. Oh, that's a bad start. All right. Okay. All right. Let's get it together here. Place your bet. Shaquille O'Neal. How dare you try to compare yourself to me? Y'all are getting paid for nothing. Cause all the buckets are right here. Nothing but swish. Backboard, yeah, but swish. Ooh, I'm gonna have to go a little faster than that. You see how the net lights up? Something Shaquille has never experienced in his life. This is consistency. Consistency is the name of the game. Consistency is the name of the game. Klay Thompson, you're trash. Damon Green, whatever his name is, you're trash. Golden State, more like loser state. No, I can do it. Am I a sore loser? No. What do you mean? What do you mean? I've learned how to lose gracefully. All right. All right. You guys, 28. Oh my gosh. Cerise, you nailed it. Okay, listen. I'm gonna break 30. I'm gonna break 30. Even if it kills me. And Shaq can get paid millions of dollars to miss a whole entire career season, I'm gonna break 30. All right, let's go. Round three, 1-3. Round 3, here we go. Also, Cherie, it's crazy. You were very spot on, like directly spot on. So shout out to you. Amanda, I love her. She stole all the buckets. Amanda's so cute. Get it, Barbs. All right. We got 4 rounds, y'all. Place your bet. Round 2, round 3, run 3. Here we go. Oh, bad start, but that's okay. That was just a warm up. Listen, think about this as the second quarter. Think about this as halftime. Nah, I don't even need to look at this. I can do this with my eyes closed. I was born ready. That's all I gotta say. See, Shaq, it's called looking at the net, bro. It's called looking at the net. Michael Jordan, why do you even have shoes? Pass me those steals. Because clearly, you don't have my stats. You can't move like I do. You gotta finish strong. It's all about the finishing. It's all about the flick of the wrist. Oh no, it's because my contract wasn't properly negotiated. Oh shoot. Oh wait, hold on. I can actually get this. Hey! That was from downtown. That's what happened. That was from downtown. All right, though. 31! Let's go! Fueled by haters. Unfortunately, you guys can't see the shirt properly. But fueled by haters. And y'all know. All right. Who got it? Who had it? Oh, Amanda, you were so close. Amanda was the closest, though. All right, this is the final quarter. This is where everything relies on. This is where champions are made. Like Kevin Garnett said, everything is possible. Or is it anything is possible? I don't know. Anyways, last round. Place your bet. I love your optimism. You had faith in all that. See, Lauren's a real fan. Lauren got my back. Thank you, Lauren. 200. Just because of you, Lauren, you're getting 200. For Lauren. Oh wow, I missed that. Okay, that's fine. Again, it doesn't matter how you start. It's how you finish. I'm not finishing well. No, okay. For Lauren. Come on, baskets. Come on. Let's do it. Whoa. No. We got this. LeBron James been real quiet. If LeBron James' sons can make it to the NBA, anything is possible. I saw their stats. It makes no sense. They obviously had to pay the NBA for them to be in it in the first place. But that's besides the point. No, this cannot be my lowest. Coach, put me in. Okay, that's fine. Oh! Oh! Let's go! I've been saying, offense sells tickets, defense win championships! Whoa! 23. Oh, that was really bad. Barb, whenever the ball drops, whenever, I cannot. I am weak. Thank you, y'all. Thank you all for being a part of this halftime show. I appreciate it. Shaq, thank you so much. When I was talking smack about you, I wasn't talking smack about you specifically. So thank you. But I was talking smack about Shaq. But this one is hi to you. Thank you for your offering. Thank you for making this a fun time. The workout, literally workout number 2. Done. We didn't make it. We got 30 though. I think was it 30 or 31? Whatever Cherise got, is it 30 or 31? Yes, literally, she went for skills and flair at the end. I really did went for skills and flair. Make the gremlin like toddler, eating, caffeine, addicted child happy. I wish I could have got 100 for you. I do apologize for not getting 100, but my love. Guys, can we get a bunch of orange hearts for Sheep? He's absolutely amazing. And fun fact for a lot of you guys, Sheep was one of my first donators, if I recall correctly. And that was back in August. Yeah, back in August of 2024. She went ahead and was my first donation. So shout out to him. He's amazing and we appreciate him. Also, he's retiring soon, so mad love for that. Mad love to that. That's hard work there. That is hard work. How are you doing? How are you doing, by the way? I forgot you were here, Allie. Let's go, Allie! You've been quiet. No, Allie's been there. Allie literally said, I chirp when the ball drops. He's literally saying, I chirp when the ball drops. It's killing me. I could not. You guys are too funny. You guys are actually too funny. Literally. Martha! Lauren, can you see me? Can someone see me? Martha! Guys, I can't see Martha. You know what I need you guys to do? If you guys can go to the chat. Where is it? If you guys can go to the chat and then click on live chat all messages, you'll be able to see Martha. So make sure you guys go ahead and sorry Martha, I didn't click on all chat, so I wasn't able to see you. So make sure you guys go ahead and click that and you'll be able to see her. Instead of top chats. Exactly, there she is. Hello Martha, I've really missed her. 2:01, let's see what time is it right now. Okay, she should still be here then. She should still be here. Martha, can you show us an emoji if you're still here, sweetie? There you go. No, it's okay. I was here for like 40 minutes trying. Oh, I'm sorry, Martha. Oh my gosh, my heart hurts. I can't believe I missed that. Wow. I'm sorry, girly. Okay, well, I'm gonna try. Sometimes I totally forget to put the whole like live chat everywhere. Wow. That's patience. That's one of the fruit of the spirits. Did you know that? Patience. Wow. You heard that, y'all? Patience, one of the fruits of the spirits. Y'all better practice that. Anyways, not me attacking people. Wow. Girl, if I can give you a virtual, can we all give, can you guys all put a rose or a flower emoji or a sunflower emoji for Martha, just cause like, wow, dedication, commitments, your consistency paid off. Martha, you're amazing. You're so sweet. She was like, I ain't backing down until I get her attention. Honestly, it's quite admirable, and I need that type of like tenacity. You know what I mean? Oh, literally. Oh, Martha, you will see me. I love her. Oh my gosh. No, I'm sorry, girly. I really am sorry for that. I know you may feel like it's not a big deal and stuff, but like that hurts my heart. I'm really am sorry. But it sounded pick me, so I stopped for a few minutes. LOL. It sounded pick me. No, if I haven't got your attention, just jumped out of the shower to give you these flowers. Oh, Vanta! Amanda's too sweet. No, Martha, like if like when you're here, if I really haven't like acknowledging you or anything like that, like please, by all means, like keep going until I say hi, you know. But once I've said hi, obviously you're acknowledged and obviously you can keep talking and stuff. But like don't be like, I'm right here, I'm right here, you know what I'm saying? But I feel bad. Like there's a lot of people that will come here silently. Kara loves to do that. This is another one of our girlies. But she'll pull up here and just leave and it's like, girl, I didn't even see you. What do you mean you just left me like this? If y'all know Kara, y'all know. You left the freezer open. How could you? Did you step in the cold water in the floor? I hate when that happens. Wait, what happened? What happened? Oh, our maid left the freezer a little open, so it's all and it looks like one of those ice bath freezers. Oh no! Oh no! 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 Oh no! That's crazy. The maid did. See, this is when you know, this is when we know Ali's living better than people in Canada. He has a full-on maid. If they can't see me, tell them I said thank you because I was never this noticed. Really? Oh, Martha, that's unfortunate. Well, girl, one thing's for sure, we will call out everybody. But no, I think everyone can see you, right? Everyone can see Martha. Appreciate you guys for just being awesome. Not a standing freezer. All right, y'all head out. I will try to make it tomorrow since tomorrow will be graduation. Well, congratulations on your graduations. I'm very excited for you, girly. Congratulations on graduating. I'm so pumped. High school's going to be amazing. And Lauren's birthday's coming up too on the weekend. So that should be all exciting stuff. Ali, are you scrapping the ice out? Okay, but the chest one is one you're cleaning. The revision is endless. Man, what are you revising? Are you still in the physics chem? Is that what we're still working on? I just wanted to see if you remember me, and you did. That's just so nice. You're so kind to your fans. That's why I subbed. Aw, thank you, girly. I mean, notice in a live stop making it sound. No, you're not, Martha. You're not even coming across pick me whatsoever. Trust me. Trust. We can sense the pick me energy, and that is not what you're coming across as. At all. Congratulations. What's pick me? Oh, okay. So pick me is essentially, so that means that Martha has to be in North America, her location. Pick me is kind of like a girl that will typically, it's an attention seeker, but to the extent of another girl. So a pick me girl will talk down on someone just to make themselves look better and like be like, I'm here. So Martha would be considered a pick me if she came in here and would have been like, Lauren, move out of the way. You suck. Nobody cares about your graduation. I'm here today. Me. Today I put on these new pants. That's pick me, right? It's like, girl, what? But yeah, it's like attention seeker, but it's like attention seeker at the expense of another girl typically. Now, Lauren, we absolutely do care, and absolute congratulations on on graduating. I'm pumped. I'm excited for you. It's only up from here, girly. It's only up from here. Does it get better? I didn't say that. I just said it's up from here. That's a whole different thing. Ali satisfying work. Charisse, pick me girl is stupid word means for stupid people and made by stupid people. What? Actually, pick me, when you see pick me adult, it gets really dangerous. I'm Georgian. Wait, what? I'm George. Oh my goodness. Sorry, Martha. I can't really say that. I'm Georgian, but I know English and half. That's. What do you mean Georgian? Where's Georgian? Am I saying it wrong? Oh, for sure. Of course, Ali has a maid. Of course. Yeah, I was gonna say maids. I was gonna say the people in those countries, they can have maids because they're so cheap. Like my parents have maids in Cameroon, but ask me if I grew up with maids. Nope. Why? Because imagine getting a maid in Canada. If you have a maid in Canada, you're rich. You're actually rich. Even the rich don't have maids here. Like, it's expensive. Yeah. Madame Cherise, yes, not the hot ones. Unfortunately, she's old, first of all. Oh, I just realized, Lauren. Yeah, it's tomorrow. I know. I'm so excited. $80 a month is beautiful. $80 a month is just glorious. Ooh, actually, I probably shouldn't have done it like that. Okay, that's fine. That's okay. Let me see how I can fix this. Not that I started anything necessarily, but you said Georgina, like you say Georgian, like Georgian. Like, what do you mean Georgian though? Like, what do you mean? Like, where is that? Where, like, is that in Europe? Like, I feel like I feel so dumb now. Like, where's the location? Canadian maize are 25 to 90 an hour. I was gonna say they're expensive. They're expensive, bro. She's from the country of Georgia. Where is it? The country of Georgia. Let me look this up. Where is Georgia? There's only 2 million people in Georgia. Okay. It's a lot, but still not that much compared to other countries. Which country is close to yours, I guess? First of all, I think it's really cool. Secondly, first of all, I think it's cool. I love that. I love that you come from like that small country and stuff. Secondly, what's the next closest thing to it? Like, what's the, yeah, Barb, usually the median house income here is like 700, 800 for a middle class. So it's very cheap very cheap to hire a maid. Yeah. I feel like I missed a lot. But yeah, no, it's really expensive here. Yeah, it's in Europe. Don't feel dumb. It's a small country. What's closest to it though? What's closest to it? Oh. Oh. So East European. Like, okay, very cool. Very, very cool. Very, very, very cool. Very cool. I love the fact that I get to learn these new things. Like, is there a specific language you guys speak? Because you said you know English. So what's the default language that's mostly spoken there? Is it, yeah, what is the default language that's mostly spoken there? $10 an hour a day at $9 per hour, 900 now per month. Yeah, Barb wasn't lying, y'all. If you have maids, you're rich. Yeah, you're rich. You just paid a whole other person's salary. 25 up to 50. Sometimes what people would do back in the days, what I remember like friends would do, they would hire a maid once a day, right? No, once a week. Once a week is what they would do because it'd be cheaper that way. But apparently, like the ones that would get hired, like the parents would be like, "Don't clean the room," because the kids need to learn how to clean the room. Which I think it's funny because, okay, well, you have a maid, but all right, I guess, I suppose. I don't know. Very, very, very cool. Thank you. Haha. Almost nobody knows the country, and people say it's underrated. I feel like it is. I feel like it is. I'm definitely gonna look further into that country. I think it's really, really, really cool. Very cool. What do I sign? They earn that much. Where do I sign? They earn that much. Well, remember, like that's not you're living below poverty here if that's how much you're making. Wow. Per year for a full, yeah, for that's like, yeah. So no, it's almost like impossible for, yeah, so it's almost impossible to have a full on maid here. I haven't. Do they have, no, I haven't. Yeah. A lot of my knowledge for countries come from sports because obviously, like, I'm trying to go to the Olympics and stuff, so I have to study, but promise I'll join your life tomorrow. I appreciate that. Have fun with your studies, and we're looking forward to seeing you tomorrow. I'll be back live at 1. Georgia is famous for its culture, wine, beauty, agriculture, and mountains. Okay, so they're not famous for their athletics, I guess. That's how I know most of the countries. Most of the countries I know based on like their sports in general. Bye, Martha's so sweet. We love her. Have fun studying, girly. My mom works for a company that cleans rich people's houses. That's how she met her best friend. Maybe I could try that and find my own rich best friend. You mean maybe we can try that? And what do you mean? What do you mean? And wine was made there at first, Barb. Oh, okay. Ooh, that's sick. Yeah, literally, like we. What do you mean? We will find a home together. Like, what are you talking about here? They're not getting rich without you telling your friends. There's literally, exactly, Ali. I love that. Exactly. Exactly. I agree, Ali. I agree. There's no getting rich with. I'm so sorry. Whoever I missed, I don't remember the names. No worry, Martha. Trust me, as you come here, you're definitely going to start remembering the names. No worry, girly. No worry. Make sure you take care of yourself. Take a break, too, with your studies as well when you can. I'll be here for a while because I'm going to do Get Ready With Me, and I'm going to do a Bible study and stuff like that. So make sure you replay the live. You can replay it after the Get Ready With Me, but replay the live for the Bible study because we're talking about another individual that had a mental breakdown in the Bible. Well, multiple breakdown. He was a shepherd turned king. Y'all guess is as good as mine. Like most made must be immigrants. No, I don't think so. No, I don't think so. I don't think so at all. At all. I love that. I love how Amanda and Sharice's mom, like you guys both have the same profession. I think it's cool. No, but most mates, no, they're not. No, definitely not. Oh my gosh, no. But they can be. They can be for sure. They definitely can be. But like, no, a lot of them aren't. Because it's a lucrative business, right? Y'all know any maid opening asking for a friend. Well, not in Canada. Honestly, I haven't even seen a maid's business in the past like decade, and I feel like, or in the past like at least 5 years. And I feel like the maids that I do see are hospital ones. Yeah, another Bible live. Yeah, okay. Yes, I do. I go live. I do Bible study live every single day. It's just because I start off getting ready. In Singapore, most maids are immigrants. Ali, I need to be at home and in the room and then with them. Yeah, exactly. I agree with you, Logan. I agree with you, Logan. But sometimes it really depends on who you choose to, right? I feel like it's almost like it's almost like a nanny, right? Like it depends on who you pick. Like if you pick someone that's good and you trust and that, is authentic or whatever, which can be hard, they're good. They're awesome. I remember I wanted to be a nanny for the wealthy kids. But it's a lot harder to find that here in Canada than it is in the States for some reason. Like yeah, I'm jealous of you, Amanda. You're living my life. You're living the life I wanted as a kid. I was like, yo, that seems so sick. That seems so sick. I don't know if it's because I watched Hey Jesse. Yeah, Amanda's the best nanny. Literally. I think that's so sick. It's so hard. I feel like it's hard to get into that. Like, cause you're like, especially to be like the whole time. I'm trying to do that. I was trying to do that for the longest time. And there's levels to this too. But it's really hard to find that in Canada. We don't do that. We don't do that here in Canada like that. I haven't seen a person's nanny. I haven't seen a nanny with a family in Canada in like, again, a decade. I think the country just got poor overall. Our income decreased. We just couldn't. The maid cooks. I have a hard time eating other people's cooking. Yeah, I enjoy others. I enjoy cooking for others. No, that's not that. That's not that. It's just a passion that you have. It's different, Peggy. You're not a hypocrite. That's far from being a hypocrite, actually. Literally. Have you ever seen the training that the nanny goes through for the royal family? Is intense. I bet. I have not seen, but I can just imagine, bro, how crazy it would be. The stress. Also, I like the fact that like a nanny really has a big impact on the child. Sometimes the nanny spends something the child sees the nanny more than they see the parent. Literally. Literally. I don't mind having I mean it depends. I don't mind having people cook for me. I haven't even begun to tell you guys about the stress. Yo, that's what I was waiting for, Amanda. That's what I was waiting for. What? That's what I was waiting for, girly. I'm like, yo, I can just imagine. That's not an easy job at all. Certified chef right there, Pegs, honestly. Honestly, certified chef, honestly. All right, let's see what time it is. 2:19. All right. So my goal is to finish my makeup by 3, ideally, maybe before that. And then what's it called? Yeah, finish my makeup at 3 and then have the Bible study, which I'm actually really excited because can you guys guess from the Bible who used to be a shepherd and now became king? Anybody? Anybody guess? Anybody? Goals. Oh, Ali, ooh, I would cook up a feast. We need to like when we have our like family dinner, all of us, we're gonna have to get Peggy to do it. I think it's Moses, guys. Min, there's no way. A shepherd turned king, y'all. A shepherd turned king. A shepherd turned king. Oh, I'm surprised. Okay. Well, I won't tell y'all. We're just gonna find out. We're just gonna have to find out. Ooh. That's why we're doing blue glitter in honor of Peggy. Nothing's wrong with him. He's cool. Peggy's just cool. Hey, it might be Aaron. Well, shepherd turned king. Shepherd turned king. And it could very well be Aaron. It could be. Most prophets are shepherd. Is it a coincidence? No, that's not true. Well, no, Jesus wasn't. Sharice! Yeah, I thought so. I thought so. But no, Jesus wasn't a shepherd though. Jesus was what's it called? Jesus was a carpenter. And I don't think John the Baptist was a shepherd either, actually. And then Paul was just straight up a menace. Oh, I should say Saul, because before Paul became Saul, but that is correct. The winner of today's guess who were breaking down's mental illness is Sharice. That's totally right. She is correct. And an honorary mention to Min, because I already know she had the answer and she was playing with me. But yes, it is definitely King David. That's right. Now, I'm no surprise there. King David has multiple mental breakdown. If you guys didn't know King David had multiple breakdown, I'm surprised because but actually I wouldn't be surprised because they don't really talk about it. But most of the book of Psalms is literally him having a breakdown. So I mean, Peggy, same for me. Don't worry, we'll have our own land to work on. What, Peggy? I'd be a peasant for sure. I thought you were gonna say Sharice is the one who we're studying. I thought you would say that. I really did think you guys were about to say that. But no, Sharice is perfectly fine, perfectly loved and chosen by God. So she's good. We're not studying Sharice's mental breakdown or anything like that. At least not today. I'm gonna add a little bit more blue here and just see if it does anything. Ooh. Let's see here. Can we do blue? Can we do a little bit of blue? No, a little bit of blue here. A little bit. All right, let's add a little bit more glitter. That's what we're gonna do. Study Madame Cherie's interesting topics versus 1,000. Oh, I've been hearing a lot about that. I've heard one of the things, you would need a few months to cover the topic. Oh yeah, for sure. Not for you. I'm weak. I was gonna be like, oh yeah, for sure. But I meant like, oh yeah, this topic is gonna be a few months. But I forgot you meant like for yourself. No. Ali, I have been seeing the 100 verses type of Discord. One of them was 100 American. No, it was but one of them I saw was 100 American versus 100 Canadians. Yeah. Now, I don't know if you know who wins, but it is the Canadians. Shocker. But I say it, no shocker. There was one also that was 100 Americans versus 100 Brits. The American one. The American one. It was 100 Brits. I'm placing, Canadians. Like, who would win? Like, and doing what? Like, the beef? Like, anything. Either war, like, who would you, like, in a fight? 100 Canadians versus 100 Americans? Either we're talking in a fight, in a war, and whatever you want. I'm picking the Canadians. Not whatever you want. It has to be physical, but yeah, my money's on Canadian too. I would say Canadian. But yeah, then it said 100 Brits versus 100 American, and people were saying Brits. That's what they said. Don't beef me. I'm just coming to y'all with the news. Americans will get more cardio running to the Canada than in their own life. Like, I was literally thinking about how, like, one of the reasons why Canada is so protected is that it's so big. It's so big. Can it be 100? Can it be 100 chavvy teens? I don't know what chavvy teens is. I don't know what chavvy means. Brit winning easily. Just send 100 roadman and forget. Really? People are saying I want to leave the U.S. Amanda, honestly, if I had a big home with multiple rooms, I'd be like, come right over here, girl. Come right over here. Like ASAP. Cause like, what is the US saying right now? Our heart goes out to Amanda. Literally! It's not the chabby teens. What's chabby teens though? Like literally. They're in fact what are chabby teens? Am I saying it right? It's so scary here. And it's crazy just hearing what's happening over there. I'm like, bro, this cannot be real. Chabby teens don't care about anything. Seriously, what are the chabby teens? And literally, I've been praying for the States a lot because of that. Because of how like wild things are going on there. What is chabby teens? You better speak up. One of the UK London people better speak up or forever hold their peace. Cause like there's no way. Me and Ali are confused. Right, Ali? Amanda, let me have a quick word with the king. Oh, actually, he's here, so I'm gonna have to speak to the king on the behalf. Thank goodness Charisse gives me the VIP access. All I have to say is her name, so I get to speak to her. But I get to speak to him, but definitely you need to see it to understand it. A chavvy teens? Please do. Amanda, you can be an honorary Canadian, dual citizenship. Chavvy teens. For those who don't know what a chavvy teen is, it's a British teen that's addicted to Nike sportwear. Oh, I've heard of them. Very heavy accent, IQ of 50, and overly aggressive. I've heard of them. I've seen a video of them stealing a baby from a stroller, throwing the baby around. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've heard about that. I didn't know that was what they're called. They're made fun of all around, and it's always make sure you identify it's a boy. They're talking about a male, no? Aren't chabby teens the men they're talking about? Madame Charisse, my ladies would do the honor to yeah. Basically, whoa, we don't say the R word. Ali, remove that. Rewrite that, but take down your whole thing and rewrite it. You have to rewrite it. I know for a fact YouTube's about to be like, head to the no, heck no. All right, rewrite that though. Rewrite that. Just remove the R word from there. But it's a young teen boy though. Aren't they teen boys? Cause what's the name for don't the girls have their own name? I think the girls have their own name. I believe the girls have their own name. I think. You can get chavvy girls, just not as many. Okay, boy and girl. Okay. I was gonna say I thought the chavvy girls are the ones that have like a specific makeup look. No? Basically our teens who didn't get the belt when they were younger. Well, that's a whole generation we're talking about though. Like a whole generation did not get the belt when they were younger. A big generation did not get the belt when they were younger. Now, here's the thing though, is the belt necessary? The belt is necessary, but I guess the teaching behind the belt No. I mean, I guess. I suppose. Would that contribute? Definitely necessary. The teaching behind the belt is necessary. Definitely. They walk all over their parents and their parents don't do nothing. Okay, so they literally did not get the belt. All right. Like, that is a definition of a teen who did not get the belt. But cries how their kids is and out of control. I don't know, defendant and out of control. Also, you know what I find interesting? Like in the UK, do you guys still fail people or no? Because I know in North America, you're no longer allowed to like hold back kids or fail kids. Are you allowed to do that in the UK? Like, do kids in London like get failed and held back, or did you just get passed on to the next? Don't even get me started on the racist. Oh, bro, I thought that was implied. I thought that was implied, to be honest. But I guess I get what you're saying, because they come in all different shapes and sizes, I guess. You're telling me I went through the beating and the next generation doesn't have to. Oh, I'm passing the belt down. I'm weak. I cannot. Well, I think because the next generation, there's other ways you can punish them without needing to beat them. Like I feel like the this generation, you can literally be like, I'm cutting off your Wi-Fi, right? Cut off the Wi-Fi. Unless the kid's under 16, they're lost. They're lost. Put them out like literally like I guess it's probably the only thing you can really do. Just internet access. Maybe cut their phone bills. Maybe cut their the data, limit it. You can put restrictions on websites. Like you gotta get real techie with these kids. That's what it is. We gotta get real techie with the kids. Let's see. I think I want this one here. And then probably here. Yeah. Did I miss something? Oh, they're the loudest of them all. The beating are mandatory. Madame Cherise, our teens and our parents. Well, I think they're just young parents, to be honest with you. These new kids will never know the feeling of a mother's sandals hitting your face. Facts. Facts. They will never know. They will never know that wooden spoon or anything. At least one, then and then install fear. Enough with one, I guess. If you were alive before the internet, you'd be fine, but otherwise you're pretty lost. Oh yeah. Actually, I was watching this one video and it was pretty much saying how like, yo, you guys missed it. We used to not have GPS. Do you guys remember that? Do you guys remember how we had to learn how to read from a map because we didn't have GPS? Yo, I remember doing road trips with my mom and just being yelled at because I was doing the wrong direction with my map. And it's like, bro, I'm like 12. I don't know what to tell you. Do you remember the literacy test? The literacy test, well, this is mostly niche. This is very Canadian right now. But the literacy test was a way to make sure that you know how to read a map, which is something that you would take in grade like 10 or something. Do y'all know how to read a map? If I remove the GPS and I give you guys a standard map, do you guys know how to use it? I still keep maps around in case my phone dies. Old habits. Oh, wow. That's amazing. Do you guys remember? People used to do road trips with maps. Like, I cannot. I can try my best, but like, wow. I remember how the GPS came clutch. That was amazing. We got our first GPS later on when it was whatever invented and stuff, because when I was younger, every 2 years, our family would drive to Oklahoma and they had a map. See? At what point who was reading the map though? Because like, I don't know why. First of all, hello, Caleb. Secondly, or Kales, getting the map Dora the Explorer mode. Should we take the right? No, Dora the Explorer mode? No. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. That's too funny. No. Oh my goodness. Wait, that's me on the map? Tell me where I am right now. Like, Caleb, I am literally so impressed that your family knew how to use a map like that. Literally. I don't even know. Like, I just remember, like, we were using a map and we would always argue. Like, my dad and I used to always argue with that. And then eventually he was like, you know what? I don't even want to drive and do road trips anymore. Until we eventually got a GPS, like when that was created. That's so crazy, guys. Like, we used to use maps. My dad would read it and my mom would complain he was wrong. Yep, exactly. Maps created a lot of fights. I believe maps definitely create a lot of fights, a lot of beef. And that used to be like your designated driver used to know like how to use a map. That was a crucial. My grandpa was the driver. Okay, but read the map better. So when my grandma was confused, he'd pull over and look and my parents would follow. Yup, that's how that works. I was gonna say. Our first one was Tom. Yeah, and the one you keep in your car. Yup. Absolutely. Do I miss having a map? I feel like it helped with a lot of fights. Like it helps like minimize the fight, so that's good. But like still though, like I don't know. Do I miss having a map? I don't know. GPS was one of the best invention. I remember just feeling so relieved. But the GPS would get it wrong too though, because it wasn't live up to date. So if there was constructions that happened, you're done. Because it wasn't updating like as you're going. So it's very possible you're taking a road, but that road doesn't exist. or it was under construction at that time, or like there's like a toll or detour you have to take. Like maps were wild. Maps were wild. No updates of road, nothing, accident, nothing. So you were really like, you were just really just like, what's it called? Free willing it, I guess. Whatever it's called. Like you were really just hoping by the grace of God you got where you got. Plus, I don't even remember, how did people time how long things took to get to places? Okay, I guess you would look at the clock, right? I suppose. Maybe they'd be like, oh, I left my house at 7 o'clock. I see Walmart has a clock and it is now 7:10. So this trip took me 10 minutes. Just hope for the best. They haven't changed the whole road layout. Literally, I did edit a few map with my mom with my own road. You went back, you're like, that's not there anymore. Oh my goodness. Wow. Can you imagine that? I can't even believe we lived in an era that we had no GPS. Insane. Insane. Literally insane. Liam! Hi, gonna take a bath right now or real quick. Is it right now or real quick? I think it's real quick. Ooh, is it gonna be a bubble bath? I love bubble bath. People are like, what? That's so weird. It's like, why would you take a bath if it's not bubble bath? I'm just confused. At least put a bath bomb in there or something. So yes, Ali, you called us prehistoric. We are. We are prehistoric. That's why when they try to group, you get lost, you better hope you find someone who, oh man, that's how people used to get kidnapped, right? When people would be like asking for directions. Remember hitchhiking? Is hitchhiking still a thing? I don't think so. Y'all, can someone confirm to me if the kid still hitchhikes? Hitch the hike? Hike the hitch? No way. I don't think so. I feel like you guys don't hitchhike no more. Man, that used to be a big warning. It's like, do not hitchhike. Do not ask for help. But it's like, how else are you supposed to get to where you're going when all we had was a map? Give people 100 years ago Waze map on device and you will have a lot more productivity throughout the world. No wonder just a quick tap away. Oh yeah. The industrial, what's it called? The information era, I guess is what it's called, I would suppose. Now here's the thing that I also noticed. A lot of the kids, well, not as much, like I'm not gonna talk about Min because she's like rare, but a lot of kids, one of the things, like a lot of kids miss discipline and consistency from a young age. And I realized that one of the reasons why why the kids nowadays have less of that than what we had before was because you remember having your favorite show on a specific time. So you had to really time, like you had to like clean everything, put everything away, get home at the right time so you can watch your show because there's no such thing as going back or live streaming. Do you guys remember that? Y'all remember that? Come on. Y'all tell me you guys remember that. Come on. Hitchhiking will always be a thing. There's just a lot less. Yeah, a lot less. Because it's very rare anyone will pull, for over. Everyone's afraid of everyone, but depends on where you're at, though. Absolutely. That's a good point. Maybe 200 years ago, 100 years ago, maps weren't terrible. Oh, that's true. That's true. That's true. That's true. Because also you have to remember the fact that, like, the constructions, like, they wouldn't, like, would the streets develop as fast as it has? You know what I mean? Because now we have constructions every 2 seconds. So it's like, it makes sense to why they have to constantly update it. I remember you had to rewind the video before you give it back to the Blockbuster. Yes. I'll stay in the loop of 1990 and 2001. Facts. And do you remember how like you can get like whatever cassettes, whatever they're called, tapes. You can get tapes from the library. That's how my first time watching Annie and reading about Annie was like the tapes. It was like in the recording tapes or whatever they're called. That's my first time ever watching Annie. And then after that, I watched like 100 times because you can rent it, right? Library, yes. And when you record over someone else's tape, you can't do anything about it. Oh, I remember I was in charge of, but I don't even know if that's because of technology or I just didn't know how to use it. But I remember I was in charge of, because you know cam recorders, right? Whatever the cameras. Now back in the days, it was easy to like record over that. And I remember I was in charge of recording a wedding. Let me tell you something. I was in charge of filming a wedding, which is kind of dumb because why would you make a child in charge of that, of your wedding too? So that's on you. Anywho, I don't know what ended up happening. I think I was recording it, and then there was like a reception. So there's the wedding part, right? And then the wedding service. I recorded that. Beautiful, right? I was really like in my zone, you know? Then I recorded the reception. I guess the reception overlapped the wedding and actually deleted the wedding tapes. I felt so bad, but I was a child. It's like, how mad could they get at me? Like, why would you make a child do that? Yes. Yes. I was mad because I didn't intentionally do it, of course. And I was also mad because like I worked those angles. You know what I mean? I put in the work. I was committed for them to have the best wedding tape ever. Just for me to record over the wedding. It was crazy. There's no way to get it back. That memory was gone for them. There was no way to get it back. Oh my goodness. My heart. VH tapes, Monkey Bones with Brandon Fraser, great movie. I felt bad. It was heartbreaking. Do you guys remember? I don't know if you guys had this, but you guys had. Well, Caleb, this is mostly for you, but also in the UK people. Did you guys have Bookmobile? Remember Bookmobile? It was like a library that had books in it, and it was on wheels. So it would drive to like different schools. No, I think it would drive to like. Yeah, it would drive to different school. It would have a schedule, and then you're able to like. It was free to the public. You're able to go. You guys didn't have that? Oh my gosh! Yes, we had Bookmobile. I don't remember that. No, it was really, maybe it's niche. It's probably niche to Canada, like niche to Ontario specifically. Like the other next person I would remember is Peggy, but Peggy's a youth, so well, Peggy's youth enough. Peggy is a youth enough. But it was sick. That's where the library were portable. We had portable libraries, y'all. This is how committed they were to the children, to the children learning, reading, and writing. Anything I can feel hungry, but I want to eat something so bad. It's been 16 hours. I'm a youth too. Sweetie, if you remember life before internet. You know what I mean? It doesn't mean you're not a youth because we're just babies, adults in this world, but we're definitely millennial adults. If you remember dial-up internet, if you remember where you couldn't be on the phone and on the computer at the same time. Oh, no. Sorry. When I mean youth, I mean like for me when I'm talking about like pre-internet and post-internet. You know what I mean? So like technically speaking, yes, you're right, Ali. I mean, yes, you're right, Peggy. In general, a youth is definitely 18, of course. But I mean like literally in terms of like technology development and stuff. Zillennials. Do you realize that the term zillennials is the most millennial term created? You know what I mean? Like it's only us. Like millennials are the one that created the term adulting. I don't like adulting. You're young, Ali. You're a young adult. You're a young one. You are young. To me, you're a youth. To me, you're a youth as well. But Logan is right in terms of like technically speaking. It would be like, I think it would be like under. Isn't a youth up to like 24 or something like that? I'm thinking about like youth church. Youth church goes up to like. Youth church was always from 14 to 24. So I guess Ali, you're a youth. You're a youth, Ali. Enjoy your youth. Caleb, no, Caleb. You and I, we would be in the adult church. When did this Gen stuff start? What do you mean? Like, I think the reason why we didn't notice it as much, it's been there forever, but I think the reason why we didn't notice it is because we were the last generation. You know what I mean? Like there was nothing after us for the longest time, and then Gen Z came, and then Gen Alpha came. But baby boomers, I feel like your mom's either a baby boomer or your mom's either a baby boomer or your mom. No, it's been there forever. Baby boomers are born in the 60s, and then or your mom could be Gen X. Same generation, or your mom could be Gen X. So if your mom's born in I think it's like late 60s, 70s, then that's a Gen X. And then after that, or I think it's like after that, if you're like, I don't want to do the division properly. Anyways, but yeah, it's been there forever. It's been there forever. It definitely has. It's just that we never learned about generation past us because there was none. Yeah, 1960s. But Ali, we are the last same generation. Above 18, last is excluded men. What we adopted them and gave them the adult title. Yes, absolutely. We definitely adopted these two little girls and gave them the adult title. Absolutely. We definitely do that. We did that. Yeah, it's because we're born in like the middle of the millennials and Gen Z. I just say millennials because we grew up like millennials, but the fruits of Gen Z. Oh, I definitely don't say millennial. I definitely just say millennial. We're like in that in between stage. It's weird. And also, I think also for you, Caleb, because Caleb, you're the oldest. You are the oldest in your family, right? Like you're the first son, and you have a bunch of siblings. If I recall correctly. Well, for me, I'm not the oldest, so most of my siblings are closer to, yeah. So you set the tone in your household, if that makes sense. Like you set the tone, you set the trend. Like you are what they know. You know what I mean? Like you shaped. If you're the oldest in your family or around that section, like if you're first or second, you shape the kids after you. So for you, it's like, yeah, you're in that in between because you're the first one. But yeah, yeah, maybe when I was younger, oh, you definitely did. You definitely did. Definitely did. Absolutely. Because there's no way that, unless, I mean, I guess it'd be possible. Of course, they're all over 18, of course. But I mean, there's no way that like your parents would be like, Caleb, you're not going to have a computer, but your sister will have it first. It wouldn't make sense because it's like you're the one that got introduced to internet first. You know what I mean? Well, for me, I have two older brothers that are closer, that are more like, I have two older brothers that are closer to like, they're born in the 80s and they're born in the late 80s and they're born in the early 90s. And then I'm born in mid 90s. So then it's like I have more of their influence than I would of my sister, who my sister is closer to Ali, a 2000er. You know what I mean? So that's why for me, I'm like, I identify fully as a millennial. Like if someone asks me, I'm like, I'm a millennial, bro. Like I don't know what to tell you. I don't know this Gen Z world. I don't know. But technically speaking, zillennial is the term, yeah. It's definitely the better term for sure. For sure. Because we were in the middle. We were in the middle. Like we call my younger sister, for her, because she's born in 1989, we call her the Disney generation. The Disney generation, because she sat down and was raised with Disney. She would watch Disney 24/7. She has that same emotion Disney characters have. We don't. Barb's, Peggy, we're close. 2000. Barb's, Peggy, we close. 2003. 2000. I'm not 98. We are not close, sweetie. I am not 98. Well, I'm closer to Peggy, I guess, but no. I'm what's it called? I'm 96. Yeah. I'm out. I'm out. What do you mean? How are you gonna group me in there? 98. Wow. Crazy. Give me my flowers here. Give me my flowers. No, there was Christmas. My two sister got a laptop and I got a PSP. Okay. I love the paper, but PSP? Yeah, the game console, yeah. I love the paper, but I asked for a laptop for 3 years, so they got computers first. Oh, that's kind of sad. But you got a PSP though. I said paper, I meant. You got a PSP though. You're closer to me than her by one. Yeah, that's a whole generation. That's a whole generation. I do not relate. I do not. We are, and also even just like society, the moment you have a compound year, bro. And remember, Ali, I'm turning 29. I am literally turning 29. I'm done. I'm home. I'm pretty much done my 20s. I just got one more year. What do you mean we're the same? Sweetie, you just entered adulthood. Your next birthday's 29. I thought you said you was 23. There's no way you thought I was 23, Ali. There is no way you thought I was 23. No way. Come on, Ali. Oh, Peggy. Okay, yeah, I was gonna say, come on. Uh, for Barb, 27. I'm 28. 28. We celebrate my birthday together. Actually, Caleb, we also celebrate my birthday together. Caleb and I are we're turning, this is, Caleb, this is our last, this is what I'm saying. Like, it's like, what zillennials? We're like, we have one more years in our 30s and we out. I mean, one more years in our 20s and we're gone, bro. We're gone. As soon as 30 hits, I'm gonna ascend into a higher being and somehow just figure out how to adult. I love that for you. I really do. Yeah, literally. Charisse! No, Charisse kills me. Charisse actually kills me. Because that's exactly what I thought. I was like, all right. Like, even I know it's not going to happen for me either. Like, come on. Come on. Nah, B. Nah. I'm hoping, though, one thing I'm hoping is that at 30, I have a more consistent routine when it comes to my lifestyle. So I'm consistently working out in the morning, I'm consistently working out in the evening, and I'm consistently working out in the afternoon. That's all I can promise you. That's all I can promise. And I keep eating healthy. That's all I know will happen in my 30s. Otherwise, having life figured out, I don't know about that. I admire those. Good luck for that too. Oh no. No. No, Charisse. No. Hey, y'all want to know something personal? It's kind of out of place. No, go ahead. Well, as long as it would not get this channel banned. Yeah, that's pretty much it. As long as you're not saying anything that YouTube would be like, cut it up. Caleb's 7 feet. Facts. Caleb's 7. Good luck for that too. What, Charisse? No. What do you mean good luck? No. No. I don't like that. That's the only thing that's in my control. Everything else I have no idea. But honestly, that's a good point too, because like, no, actually, Cherise, that makes a good point, because people do develop sicknesses in their 30s and stuff like that. So that's a good point. Honestly, at this point, the only thing I can guarantee you guys, as I get closer to 30 and in my 30s, is that I'm going to continue following God. That is the only guarantee. So we will see. The only reason I continue on is because I think I'm going to be the coolest old guy ever. I agree. I absolutely agree. I'm actually 6 feet even. Let's go. Caleb, I 125 billion% agree with you. Like, that's why I'm like rooting for you, because I know, like, as you're getting older and stuff, you are going to be like, so I don't really have the proper words for it, but we'll say bad ass. Like, I think you're going to be phenomenal. I'm absolutely rooting for you. Absolutely. 110%. And I think it's going to be funny, because then you're going to look back at the times where you didn't feel up to parts, and you'll be like, wow, I can't believe I felt like that. When at the end of the day, I was that guy. Caleb is that guy. We can confirm that. He really is. I'm trying to keep it together at 30. Caleb's got it. You discovered Victoria's Secret, Caleb? Oh, Ali, you know Victoria's Secret. Like, Ali, you know Victoria's Secret, right? Coolest uncle, Caleb, telling grandkids his story. Honestly, I feel like that's kind of what we're doing right now, low key, though. Especially when it's Lauren. Lauren is the one that can really make me feel not necessarily old. Well, I don't want to say prehistoric, but a little prehistoric. A little. And not because she's really young or anything, but because she is young. Victoria's Secret is her body count number. No, that's not Victoria's Secret. Wait, you guys don't know Victoria's Secret? Like, what was the actual secret? Anyways, Lauren, the one that makes me feel the oldest, not because she's young, but because Lauren is like a baby version of me. Like, she is into everything I used to like as a kid, but she likes it she likes it, but everything is grown now. So the fact that she's into like the same music that I listened to as a child and approached the things the same way I did as a kid, I'm like, girl, like, I have the origin story for her, and she's like living out the legend, you know? It's delayed again. Delayed? Is anybody else is feeling that? Delayed? Anybody? I'll be honest, I'm not the one to come to for stories. I'm the one to come for wisdom, if that makes sense. Yeah, but you get wisdom from your story. There's no way. I mean, well, sorry, the best wisdom. Also, guys, let me know if there's still an issue because I can try to see what's going on. It's fixing itself. Why is it doing this? All right, well, let me take a look at my laptop. Super weird. It's like, yes, it's okay, but then it's like, no, it's good, then not good. It has to be YouTube. Why you gotta interfere? It has to be YouTube. It has to be YouTube. It really has to be YouTube because it's like my internet has been the same forever. Like literally. That's rude though. That really be rude. But like I was saying, Caleb, a lot of your wisdom comes from your story. You know what I mean? A lot of your wisdom comes from like what you've gone through and stuff like that. So I feel like hence the whole you're gonna be sharing stories for sure. For sure. And you're gonna be grateful. That's wild. It's good now. I think it's YouTube. It's either what are we saying that's inappropriate? Like why is YouTube trying to interfere with this? We're just talking about the future of the generation of the children and how they can take over the world. Is that a problem? Is YouTube not down for people taking over the world? Kayla, my unpopular opinion take is you make your own story. Oh, for sure, absolutely. And by that, 100%. Ali, I don't think that's an unpopular take. I think that's the right take. But the only unpopular side is that just because someone has gone through something does not mean they have learned the lesson, especially if they keep going through the same thing. One way to know if someone has actually learned a lesson is how often they keep falling into the same type of lesson, right? So, and that happens a lot with the older people. A lot of older people, like elderly people, you'll realize that. You're like, oh, so like if you hear their life story, you sit down, you're like, oh, so you did the same mistake 20 times and now you got it together? You know what I mean? Which is fine. It takes people different times to learn, but I'm just saying sometimes you gotta actively be like, okay, I'm going to learn how to not be like that, you know? Yeah, well, when I hear stories, I think of like eventful adventures, and I don't really do that a lot of things. I don't do a lot of things. I kind of just go through life and watch and experience like hardships and blessings. I like that you said hardships and blessings because you're right. Life is really a balance of both. Right there, that's already wisdom. But you always have so much wisdom to give to Caleb. Sorry, I'm looking for my blush brush, people. We can. There you go. There you go. Got it. Awesome. We found it, y'all. Oh, for sure, Barb. We have a saying in Afghanistan: side don't take advice from everyone. Even fool grow old. That's actually even Bible too. Copy and paste. Even small beginnings are appreciated by God. Oh, 100%. 100%. Small beginnings, like God gives you the small beginnings realistically. So absolutely. And I think I just have a tendency, definitely a gift, to be able to watch stuff and learn and understand how stuff works. And always look for the lesson and stuff. Absolutely. That is definitely a skill. That's wisdom beyond. Do you have gray hair? Like, do you have any sign of gray hair or no? I'm really not even trolling you. Like, I'm serious. Like, do you have gray hair? That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm like for Caleb. I'm rooting for him. I'm like, Caleb, keep holding on. Keep taking care of yourself. Keep learning about yourself, your health, and what you like. Who gray hair? Even full grow old. I like that. Oh, yeah. Absolutely. I have a few gray hair in my beard. Okay, yeah. The reason why I say that is because I also have gray hair, like on my actual hair. Can you guys see this? Probably not. Anyways, I have gray hair and it's hard to see. And I remember I started getting gray hair at the age of 23. And my mom, when she was doing my hair and she saw that I had gray hair, she's like, she's definitely my cause of my gray hair, by the way, but whatever. She was like, oh, in our country, like in Cameroon, we have a saying that's wisdom. And she was like kind of like playing with my hair and braiding it. She's like, oh, that's wisdom. You've grown wise. So that's what I was asking. Oh, do you have gray hair? Because a lot of time you get gray hair early. Yes, whatever, stress, but it's supposed to be a sign of wisdom. I have a few gray in my beard. I'll just leave my problems for future Ali. I'll take care of it. Ali, he'll take care of it. I used to say that all the time. I used to be like, that's future Barbara's problem. I used to love saying that. That is future Barbara's problem. Well, now we're in the future and that's current Barbara's problem. And let me tell you, Allie, it's not fun. It's not fun out here. It's brutal. It's brutal. If y'all can prevent. But last time I got a haircut, my barber said, your hair is amazing, dude. You're not going bald anytime soon. But as he's saying that, I'm thinking, gray hair at 28 though. Guess what future Ali has? Okay, actually, is stress, poor diet, cause age increase and white hair. First of all, just because you have white hair does not mean you're old. Literally, people can have white hair in 20. Literally. Secondly, definitely stress. Definitely stress. But I feel like if you're losing hair, that is truly stress. But you know what? It was stress. It definitely was stress. I remember being like, I have gray hair because you stressed me out. But I didn't actually say that to her. Well, I kind of did in my head, because you know what I mean? You're not going to tell off your mom. You got this. I don't know about you guys, but I never tell off my mom. I used to always just do it in my head. Like if I really wanted to beep her, it would be in my head, you know? Because we know how that is. All right, so I'm gonna get changed. I know, y'all. I'm gonna get story to tell you, sweet Ali, future Ali are the same person. Ooh. I'm very curious because I keep seeing the send hi in the chat and I want to try it. Okay, try it. Did you do it? Try it. Not mine. Do it. I think the challenge my mom once ever in middle school. See, nowadays I feel like what? Do kids disrespect their moms? I don't even know. I feel like the children here are really respectful, I think. Like Min Min definitely does not challenge her mom. I feel like if Min challenged her mom, she would be like in the hospital or something. As she should. The hand sticker. Oh no, Ali didn't do anything. It didn't do anything, Ali. I didn't see anything. Like nothing came up. Aw, sorry, Ali. After all that hard work that you want to see how it would work, just for it not to work. I'm so sorry, Ali. My heart hurts for you. I'm sorry, buddy. I wouldn't class Min as a normal anything. True. True. Literally. It's impressive that people like Min exist. Honestly. She is the closest as it gets to a child prodigy. Literally. Honestly. But also I feel like Lauren is the closest to a psalmist. A psalmist is someone that writes psalms in the Bible, like David, and I haven't seen someone like that in ever actually. So Min is one of a kind, and then Lauren is the first ever psalmist I have seen that was not from the Bible. Yeah, she's pretty cool. And if you guys don't know that, but what's it called? Lauren writes her writing is impeccable. It really is. She knows how to write from her heart. People definitely disrespect their mom, but it's not because the kids is bad. It's because the parents, people our age, almost, just let kids run wild with no reproduction, just because kids will be kids. Also, hello, Liam. Okay, hi. Say hi back. Hello, Logan. Hello. And I'm back. Sorry I was gone for so long. No worries. I'm about to get changed real quick, though. Also, like I said, they no longer failed kids at school. I feel like if you no longer are able to fail a grade in school, why would you work hard? There's no consequences. Regardless, you're going to be passed. I remember back in the days, your consequences that if you fail a class, you will be held back. On top of that, not only you will be held back, but you will also have to go to summer school. Do they even have summer school nowadays? I don't know. I have no idea. Guys, it's time to tell more about Chapator. I think losing or failing it's so valuable. Madame Cherise, I don't care. Future Ali is me in the... Wait, Future Ali is me in the future. Future Ali is me in the future. Not him just dissecting the word. Okay, I'll be right back, y'all. I'm going to get changed real quick, and then we're going to reconnect. So grab your water, grab your tea, grab your coffee, grab your pets, grab your birds, whatever you need to get comfortable, because this topic is about to get really, really, really serious. It's about to get real serious, but valuable? Serious and valuable? All right, well, we'll be right back. I think losing, failing is the easiest equivalent. Changing the words around means nothing, Ali. I think losing, failing is the easiest equivalent of a will of a wild animal wandering into the wrong territory. Well, no, but it definitely makes the most sense to know what consequences is. I'll be RB. Did I put this right? I don't even know. All right, y'all. Wait, I feel like I want a scarf. I definitely want a scarf. Perfect. And then I turn this off. Until the day I see you. All right, y'all. Here is the outfit of the day. The moment. Boom, 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 boom. We have some jeans. We have a scarf. We got a cute top in the back. And we got a jacket. A peacoat jacket that I can only wear inside because it does not keep me warm. Outside, I should say. I'm really not liking this lighting. Ugh. All right, let's get some lip gloss going on, and I think then we'll start the Bible study. Look how much light. It's like, let there be light. All right. God said we ain't playing games. You say you want light, we'll get light. Liza, hello. Hi, sweetie. How are you? Very beautiful. Thank you. How you been? How's school? How's everything? Hi, girly. I hope all is well with you, girly. I hope you're having a good time. I hope your day went well. I hope school is good. I hope your family's good too. Oh, hold on. I'll be right back. I'll be right back. I just want to fix my hair real quick. Alrighty. Taking roadkill is illegal in the UK. Why would someone take roadkill though? Like, why? I lost my money once. I've learned a very valuable lesson. Make sure you had deep pockets, otherwise your wallet falls. Like the participation awards, no, I want fair. Oh my goodness, the participation awards have to be one of the worst things society has brought in. Why should someone, like, showing up is the bare minimum. So a participation award for the bare minimum to me is just wild. It's just wild. Oh, I feel like I missed. Let's wait. A nice outfit. 100 out of 10. Thank you. Thank you, Liam. All right, starting off strong. Traboresis was 10 to 12 feet and 44.5 thousands to 5,000. Oh, wow, that's heavy. That's heavy. And it was big, as you can tell from those facts. Yeah. Whoa, lots of people do, especially in the US. Really? Oh no, there was a roadkill here and it smelled disgusting after like 2 days. Not like here in this house, obviously, but like outside. You ever tried quails? I have, yeah. It's already dead and fresh. I personally wouldn't, but ew, absolutely not. Ew. Oh, and Barb's, the OG question. How's the day? How's the day? Me, 1,000 out of 10. You know what? I'm gonna give that right back. It's 1,200 out of 10. Absolutely. Come on down. Less waste. Wait, how do we get to roadkills? I hit a deer last October. Oh, because of Caleb. Okay. Oh, also Caleb, are you okay if I called you Kales? Or is that like rude to you? Let me know. Let me know if you don't want me to call you Kale. I'll stop. Or Kale Chips. Or Killer Whale or anything like that. I hit a deer I hit a deer last October. Oh, and totaled my car. Now I'm currently fixing the problem. My new car has. Oh. Well, I'm happy you got a replacement. I guess it's an older car? Is that why you got to be fixing it? Oh. That's unfortunate. Talking about that, my brother and I almost hit a baby deer who dashed into the road on the way to the gym. Oh yeah, because you go to the gym at night too. A baby deer? Hey. But why would we? If a wild animal makes mistakes or fails, literally. But for us, it's just like, oh no. I agree. There's nothing really holding us back or stopping us from failing. Because literally, only their eggs. Oh, they're so chewy good. Oh, and Barb's, no, they're so chewy good. Quail? Aren't they like, yeah, they're pretty good. They're small birds, no? I think in French, they're called, I think that's what my dad calls in French, le pintard or something like that. It's like a bird, right? Very good. Very good though. Very, very good. We're gonna ignore Barb's 800,000 view videos on YouTube. Well done, Barb. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you. Well, 8 millions, that's right. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Aw. Wait, you ate some of your quail? You eat some of your quail? Yeah? Like you mean like Ali does? Or like, yeah, we buy them frozen? It's more like special occasion. Yeah, quails are good, aren't they? Barb, do you have anything to ask me about dinosaurs? Also on an OG question? Yes. What is so I understand these dinosaurs that were in the water. What was the biggest dinosaurs that were water dinosaurs, if that makes sense? Oh, he kills them. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Video views. Thank you, Peggy. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. As Peggy or as Ali said, I think maybe we'll see. We're trying to figure out if at 10,000, if at 10 million or whatever, if I truly actually get that certification check mark. So we'll see. We'll see. Are they just lying to us? We'll see. Thank you guys. Thank you. You guys are so sweet. And munch them like I wasn't attached. I can't. Yeah, I can't. I wouldn't be able to eat them because I've raised them. But brother, you were getting old. Better to end up in my belly than on the ground. Oh, that's all because of you guys. That is literally all because of you guys. This is literally the 8 million. If you guys see, that's you guys clocking in. That's you guys clocking in each time. 8 million? That's each of you guys clocking in a million times. Like to be that number in the prospect. It is definitely like when even like it's crazy. This journey has been absolutely crazy and I'm excited because like for me, I obviously want to increase production, be able to be here more for you guys, offer you guys more fun stuff, you know what I mean? So I'm pumped. Like the biggest dinosaur in the water. Yeah, because there's like water dinosaurs, no? There definitely is. There was the flying one, the air, the earth, and the water one, no? Let me take a moment to pay respect to the fallen quail in Allie's belly. Chickens are next. 10 chickens, 2K, two each per breed. 1 chicken or 2 days. 2 days, 100 gram. Wait, first of all, you and your chicken. You and your chickens, Allie. You and your chickens. They're delicious. I can't blame you. I could not form. You are correct. Wait, it's the Megalondon? I was wondering what that word was. I was like, what? All right, y'all. So we're gonna start our Bible study all on David. I'm really excited. We are official in episode 2. That's right, episode 2 of our Bible study called Still Chosen. Yes. So we're gonna go in with a opening prayer. Hopefully, you guys can stay with me this Bible study. Obviously, if you guys have questions, please go ahead and write it in the chat below. This is all about our mental state. Anyways, we're not gonna talk about that. Megalodon. Let me know if I got it right. All right, let's do a opening prayer. Heavenly Father, let's all close our eyes if you want to. If you don't want to close your eyes, that's fine. Heavenly Father, thank you, Lord, for your love, your mercy, your kindness. Thank you, Father, for watching over us and for giving us the opportunity to be able to dive into your word. Lord, as we go through your word, let it be all of you and none of any other man. Open our eyes, open our heart, open our mind, and help us to get closer to you. In the mighty name of Jesus, we pray. Amen. Yeah! I missed that note. Yeah! I literally missed that note, and I am so sorry. Alrighty, so we are officially on episode 2 of our awesome series that we just started, Still Chosen. And this title is called, drumroll please. Okay, Songs in the Dark, David's Depression. So what's up, everybody? What's up, fam? Thank you guys so much for sticking around and for hanging out with me with the Get Ready. I'm so excited. Welcome to our episode 2 of our series called Still Chosen. Okay, this is where we talk real, raw, and relevant about people in the Bible who actually went through hard things, right? But God still used them. Why? Because the same is true for you. You could be depressed and God still use you. You could be sad and God still use you. You could be confused. You can be full of doubt and God still use you. So don't worry if you've never opened a Bible before. I got you. Literally, I have my Bible app here. I'll be using the easy to read version for this. I got you. You don't need to be perfect. This is not for the people that are perfect, the people that are holy or polished or religious to be in this space, as you can tell, you know. We all come from different walks of life and whatnot. You just need to be real. You got to be real. You got to be honest. You got to be authentic, because that's not even what we require, although it's pretty much a necessity, but that is what God requires from you too, right? To just be your authentic, real self. So today we're talking about a man, all right? You guys may know him as the one that killed Goliath, potentially. And I did ask a question today. Who is this man we're talking about? And Cherise got it right. We are talking about a man named David. That's right, David. Now, you might heard of him before, right? Maybe it's someone you know. Maybe someone said he killed a giant. Maybe not, right? What do you guys know about David? Has anyone, I want to see some check mark. If you ever heard about David in general, been mentioned, David from the Bible at any point, I want to see some check mark. Any check marks. Either way, either you know him or don't, although I like to see if you guys do know him. He was chosen by God to be king. That's right. But even though he had a really big calling, right? Because David is very popular. Actually, if you listen to those podcasts, those men podcasts, they tend to always use the excuse to have multiple, I guess, wife. They will talk about David in the Bible when they want to bring it up. But even though he had a big calling, he had some very scary, serious dark moments, like intensely dark moments. He battled depression, right? He battled guilt, right? He battled rejection, isolation, the same thing a lot of us go through day to day. Literally, depression, guilt, rejection, isolation. Hello, didn't the whole world go on lockdown literally 5 years ago? If you're in Canada, you were in lockdown for 2? I keep forgetting everyone is in different parts of the world. It's the best. We really are. Rotary chicken? Oh yeah, it's really good. The same thing a lot of us go through today. So if you ever thought, or if you ever had a thought in your mind that was saying, why am I feeling this low? Why do I feel so sad? Why do I feel so discouraged? Or did I mess up too bad for God to still love me? Or God can never love me because of my sins? Lean in, sweetie. Lean in. This one's for you. This one's for all. So, who is David? Let's start with that. For those who don't know who is David, let's go ahead and start with that. So, let's start here. So, David was a young shepherd, right? A lot of, do anybody have jobs here, like as a youth? Did everybody work as a kid? I remember like having a job. I think I was like, I had multiple jobs. I think I was like a cashier or something when I was a youth. Anybody had a job here as a kid, as a teenager maybe, around 16? We know Ali, what his job was. Anyways, that means he took care of sheep. So that was David. David was a young shepherd, which is someone that takes care of sheep. Kind of like, I did some work. I will not list my job I did. Okay, that is totally fine. Anybody else worked as a kid when they were 16 or anything like that? I definitely, maybe multiple jobs. Maybe for me, I was a cashier. I was also a French tutor when I was like 15. Yeah, that's right. I think I got a job at 16 because my stepdad broke my phone. I wanted a phone. I feel like that's kind of why we all, like that's kind of what drove me to have a job too. I wanted to have new sport gears, I think is what it was, or something like that. So David was kind of like a shepherd, kind of like a farmer boy, right? Always out on the field. Had to take 3 different trolley after school. So no status, just like a lot of you guys, when we all worked those jobs when we were 16, we had no status, right? We had no clout, no. Just like Paul, just like David, I worked at my mom's best friend's business. Oh, okay. All right, Sharice is like, I don't speak brokey. Like, I've been working on businesses. Fair enough. Absolutely fair. David, very similar to you guys when we were working as kids, had no status. He had no clout. It was just him, his sheep, and a slingshot. Do you guys remember slingshots? I remember slingshots. Do you guys remember that? Was that do kids still play with slingshots? I don't know. But one day, God sent a prophet, basically a messenger named Samuel, that's right, to anoint the next king of Israel. And instead of picking someone tall, rich, or famous, God chose little David. That's right, the youngest of 8 brothers. Can you imagine that? I see why they would be beefing him now. Anyways, that's not even the point. The youngest of 8 brothers, David, was chosen to be king. The one no one thought mattered, right? Which is kind of interesting because I always feel like the youngest one matters the most, but whatever. I'm pretty sure they're banned in a lot of places apart from your own home. Sharice is like, you mean a weapon that could hurt someone? Why would you advertise that here? No. Fair enough. I felt like Toys R Us though. Do you guys remember Toys R Us? Anybody remember Toys R Us? If you guys remember Toys R Us, I feel like Toys R Us was selling slingshots, no? So in 1 Samuel verse 16, in 1 Samuel we still have, really? Oh, for us it's shut down, I feel. I don't think we have Toys R Us anymore. I applied to work there once. Me too. Me too. 1 Samuel 16 verse 7 says this. Yeah, I didn't get it. They were rude. They were picky. That's why. The Lord doesn't see things the way we see them. People judge by outer appearance, but the Lord looks at the heart. That is straight from the Bible. Straight from the Bible. So even if everybody you know, right? Everybody you know or don't know, or if everyone else overlooks you, which maybe have you ever felt overlooked? Where you're like, I can do this, and everyone's just like, sir, move aside. Let me look for the person that can actually do it. Well, God sees what's in you. Even if others cannot see your talent, your potential, your growth, your trajectory in your life, God sees what's in you. But here's the twist. Even after he was chosen, we're talking about David here. Remember, a prophet went and picked David out and said, you will be the next king. I believe I can do it. Then I get into the practical. Well, I definitely wasn't expecting that. Oh, for sure. That always happens. That will always happen. They said, sell me this pen. I said, but you already bought it. Well, yeah, that would be a hard. That would be definitely probably not the best answer in an interview for sure. Now, but here's the twist. Even after he was chosen, right? David, the youngest one, was chosen. David's life didn't get easier. No. In fact, it actually got harder. Like really, really hard. He would eventually face some serious, like deep mental and emotional battles. And that's what we're diving into today. Sell me this pen. Takes the pen and walks away. Give me back my pen. $10. That is a way to sell. That's definitely a way to sell. That is definitely a way to sell. So, what was the depression that David felt, that David had? And for those of you who said David wasn't depressed, blasphemy. Read your Bible. And if you haven't, that's okay. That's what I'm here for. Let's dissect that. So, depression. David is honest prayer. So David later becomes a songwriter, right? He wrote the whole book of Psalms. The whole book of Psalms is most of the book, right, is pretty much written by David, which is basically poems and songs to God. That's why a lot of songs that you guys do know, if you guys listen to I don't even want to say Christian music necessarily, but if you listen to songs that are Bible rooted, and sometimes rappers will use Bible verses, right? A lot of it can be turned into songs because that's what David wrote, right? He wrote poems and songs. I'll see you later. Bye, Caleb. Bye, Caleb. Have an awesome time. Thank you so much for being here. But yes, you have a stolen pen. Bye, Caleb. Can we put a blue heart to say bye to Caleb? But those aren't everything's perfect songs. All the songs weren't about him being like, my life is so perfect. Thank you so much for helping. Some of them are straight up cries for help. Have you guys read the book of Psalms? And if you haven't, don't worry. Some of them is literally David literally crying for help. Let me read one of them to you. We're doing Psalm 6 verse 6 says the following. I am worn out from sobbing. This is David. This is in the Bible. David literally wrote in Psalm 6 verse 6, I am worn out from sobbing. All night I fled my bed with weeping, drenching it with my tears. Oh, that's so sad. I am worn out from sobbing. All night I flood my bed with weeping, drenching it with tears. And here's what's wild. Science actually backs that up. When you're in deep depression, when you are in deep depression or guilt, your brain is like a room, right? A room with a smoke alarm, your emotions, it's going off nonstop. So you're in a room, your brain's like a room, right? With smoke alarms, and your emotions is what's constantly going off 24/7. 24/7. Buy a washing machine. I told her $100 and she said 80. I said, okay, in reality it was $80. Ali, you can't be out here scamming people like that. Or I guess negotiating. I like that. And it's going off nonstop. So that's what we call the part of the brain. It's called the amygdala. The amygdala, the part of the brain that reacts to pain, fear, and stress. It's like the fire alarm screaming something's wrong. So that's the part of the brain that gets activated when you feel some type of way. It's sales, Barb. It's supposed to be scamming. Yeah, I agree with that. I agree with Cherise. I struggle with that too. It's like the fire alarm screaming something is wrong. That's what happens. Meanwhile, the part of your brain that helps you think straight, that keeps you, calm down, your prefrontal cortex gets quiet. Wow. So while the section of your brain, the amygdala, is out here being like, like a fire alarm, the section of your brain, your prefrontal cortex, that's supposed to keep you calm, that's supposed to help you, think straight, is real quiet. Real quiet. Absolutely real quiet. it gets quiet. It's like hiding under a table because the whole fear, the whole fact that you're under the stress is so loud that you can't even think straight. And I don't know. I want some check marks. Have you ever been so stressed out that you can't even think straight? Almost like I feel like I remember being in school as a student, like this is like high school. It is really crazy, Cherise. I agree. The human brain is actually so complex, and that's why I always tell hubby, I'm like, the scientists have not discovered everything. They barely even discovered everything for humans because we really are of the human brain, and then it's different for everybody too. It's different for everybody. I remember being a kid trying to learn math. I think I said this already. And I used to always like cry when I would do homework and get the answer wrong. And it's not like there was someone around me hitting me or anything. It was just that's how stressed I put so much stress on me to get the right answer. I would just cry for hours. Now eventually I got the right answer, but like still, you don't have to cry for hours when you're working on something. You can just keep going. You know what I mean? So that is why. Gets quiet like it's hiding under a table. That is why in those moments it's so hard to make sense of anything or feel okay, right? When you are under extreme stress, because that section gets quiet, sometimes it doesn't even get developed. Sometimes it's not even developed enough. It makes it hard. It makes it hard to make sense of anything. It makes it hard to feel okay. I love looking at brain scans of neuro people and same. Same. I think it's sick. Same. I agree. The brain is insane. Like versus how it's kind of like a reflection of more remorse or whatever it's called. But here's the hope. Talking to God, honestly, I will tell you about another dinosaur. That was a water dinosaur. This is a Plesiosaurus. It had a long neck. It was a bit big. And done fact, what is it? Ate rocks. It ate rocks underwater. Dinosaurs ate rocks. Wow. No wonder they went extinct. Like, how are we supposed to win against them? But here's the hope, right? Talking to God honestly, like David did, because David really did pour his heart out to God, is like opening a window in that smoky room, right? In that room that is filled with just chaos. When you talk to God, it's like it's a safety net. It's like, let me open this window. Crying, praying, journaling, those things literally help your brain reset. Research shows it actually calms the alarm down and helps your mind breathe again. Hence why that safetyness, hence why community becomes important, right? Imagine alien attack and can turn into humans to deceive them. Isn't that what's happening right now? And then humans know each other because of racial discrimination, as in a white grandpa yelling, "I don't have any money." Well, the black dude knows he is human, but he is racist. What do you mean? Because I thought we do have that. I thought we do have aliens on Earth. So when David said, "I'm drowning in tears," he wasn't being dramatic. Like it sounds like over the top, but he really wasn't being dramatic. He was processing pain in a way that heals. So, and that's why it's important. That sometimes it's important to cry. Code racial language. And sometimes it's important to cry, literally. It ate rocks to be underwater, not to float over. Oh, so it used rocks as an anchor. Very interesting. That is very interesting. So when he was processing pain in a way that heals, David cried out to God in Psalms. That wasn't weakness, that was therapy. So there was therapy in the Bible before there was therapy. Think about that, right? Because if anyone has ever been to a psychologist at any point, depending on why you've gone, a lot of the times, if you have been with a psychologist or a therapist or anything along those lines, a lot of the times they'll talk about your feelings, right? They'll ask you to write it. They'll ask you to write it down, right? To cry it out. So that was back in the days. That was therapy before there was therapy, because that's what David was doing. Like when you're reading the book of Psalms, you're reading pretty much like think of it as if you're a therapist reading the note of a client. That is what the book of Psalm is. That's depression. That's what anxiety and emotional exhaustion look like. David is literally saying, God, I'm crying myself to sleep every single night. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. I'm crying myself to sleep every night. My therapy was my mom beating me up and calling me for breakfast. Okay, therapy for who? Was that therapy for your mom or was that therapy for you? Cause what? All right. I understand the beating you up and calling you for breakfast. It's the therapy part. I'm like, okay. Ellie, how are you, sweet? I'm doing well. It's nice to see you, girl. It's nice to see you. We're just talking about crying ourselves for sleep at night. Hopefully you're not doing that. How are you, girlie? I hope all is well. It's nice to see you, girlie. I don't know what to do. That is what David was crying out to God. So mental health, definitely both. That's the most empathy I got. Gorgeous. That sounds fun. That sounds fun. So mental health is not new, as you guys know. Mental health is not new, and if you've been there, you're not alone. You can change it. Why worry? Why cry? You can't change it. Why worry? Because leave it to the future Barb. So what happens with future Barbara? I understand the abuse. That's why I feed him after I don't get it. Mental health is not new. It is not new. If you've been there before, you're not alone, right? If you've had nights where you've wet your pillow literally from tears, maybe you've been heartbroken and you've just cried yourself to sleep. Maybe maybe you've been rejected. Maybe things didn't go the way you planned it, right? And then you're crying yourself to sleep. Your pillow is drenched. David has felt the same way. David's been there and God still chose him, right? David was there. Ali, you say this, but you worry too. That's true, Ali. That's true. That's true. Thank you, Cherise. Thank you. Even though David felt like crying all the time, he felt that pain, right? It doesn't mean that God didn't choose him. This is before he even became king. Now, literally, me last night, my sister just got, oh, and my best friend cut off all communication with me. What? And loving myself has been hard recently, but I'm making it. First of all, wow, okay. First of all, congratulations to your sister on her marriage. That's awesome. Secondly, I'm sorry about your friend. So you've experienced, I don't know if this is a span of a week, a day, a month, or not, but you've experienced like both highs and lows in a very short amount of time, which can be a lot, a lot. So my heart goes out to you, sweetie. It could be definitely a lot. I worry about money. That's one thing 90% of problems money solve, Madame Cherise. You can accept you can change something, but still be emotional because it is the way it is. Absolutely. Absolutely, Cherise. Absolutely. Absolutely. And Barb's, did you watch the I haven't yet. Text it to me. If you don't text it to me on Discord, I easily forget. I really do. I really do. So when David ran away, right? This is one of the reasons why David was so depressed. So let me tell you what happened next. So this is after David cried and said, I fill my pillows with tears. I don't know what to do. My heart hurts. Like, this is all David's talking right now, right? I shall go take a shower. I'm stinky. Oh, awesome. That's really good. That's really good. Have you heard the statement, when you hate the world, take a shower or something like that? And it's nearly 1 a.m. Oh my gosh, well, I appreciate you being here. Definitely go ahead and take your shower and make sure you go to sleep soon. It's definitely late. After being chosen by God, right, David started serving in the palace of King Saul. So it was already a king there. Wait, Barbs, I can send it to my Discord, then you can watch it, right? Yeah, for sure, absolutely. Absolutely, absolutely. Bye, Ali. Thanks for being here, man. I appreciate you. Yeah, Sharice, yeah, the time zone, definitely. Go get clean. Don't forget to clean behind your ears. Facts. Facts. After being chosen by God, David starts serving in the palace for King Saul, which was the king at the time. So Saul is the current king. At first, things are cool, right? David even helps him with music. Actually, I'm gonna go even deeper. At one point, Saul was actually possessed by the demons, by some sort of demons. And what happens is that David plays the harp. Like, have you heard the song Hallelujah? The I heard there was a secret chord that David played and pleased the Lord, but you don't really care for music, do ya? So that is that chord that pleased the Lord. They're referring to, well, there's a lot of things they're referring to, but one of the incidents is when Saul was literally possessed by demons, and it took David to play music, and every time he would play music, the demons would go away from, would not possess Saul. They would be away from Saul. But then Saul gets jealous. David was out here helping Saul. David was out here following Saul. And then Saul gets jealous, like dangerously jealous. If you guys don't know this, if you have someone around you that is jealous of you, when you're a teen, it doesn't really matter that bad. But as you get older, that becomes deadly. Like deadly. That becomes like, you do not, well, if you can not surround yourself with jealous people right off the bat, it's great. But sometimes it's hard, right? Especially when you're in high school. But as you get, thank you, Liam. Thank you. I will definitely be watching ASAP. Especially when you become an adult, you do not want to surround yourself with jealous people, because that's how a lot of innocent adult be. It's a little warning for y'all there. So Saul, just like a lot of people that gets jealous, Saul became dangerously jealous. He hears people praising David, right? And he starts to see David as a threat. Listen, he was a shepherd. He's a shepherd boy, the king. How is Saul a king? Starts to see David as a threat. That's a kid. How is your kid a threat right now? Eventually, Saul wants David dead. Remember, at this point, now you have a king that wants you dead. I'm crying myself to sleep at night. What? If a king wants you to not be on earth anymore, that's some scary stuff, because they have all the power to execute that swiftly if they wanted to. So David has to go on the run. He runs away to survive. He has to. There's no way he would be able to stay in the palace and live to see another day. So he runs away to survive, and he ends up hiding in a cave. I do have to go, but thanks for checking up, girl. Oh, well, Ellie, thank you for being here, sweetie. I'll be here Monday to Friday at 1 p.m., starting 1 p.m., so don't be a stranger, girl. Drop by anytime. And again, congratulations to your sister for her marriage, by the way. He ends up hiding in a cave all alone, right? As one would. If you're being chased by someone, you're going to hide. I think it's kind of similar to witness protection, right? When, actually maybe not the same, but whatever. So, well, kind of. Witness protection could be a little bit the same. So in 1 Samuel 22 verse 1, David left Gath and escaped to the cave of Adullam. That is the name of the cave. So imagine going from being told you're going to be king, literally, to hiding in a dark cave, not knowing who's coming for you or who's coming after you. Like then it is so sad but beautiful in the music. I'll watch it with hubby, and I'll even reply to it. I'll definitely comment on it as well. Ever had a season where you felt alone by yourself? Maybe you felt ghosted. Maybe you were ghosted. Maybe you felt rejected. Like no one checked up on you. No one cared about you. Your phone never rang. You feel like you're by yourself in your corner. That's David. That was David. It doesn't get as lonely as it does in a cave. Like if you were to stay in a cave, you're pretty much by yourself. And even from the cave, he kept writing. He kept praying. David kept crying. David didn't fake joy. He didn't try to make it till he break it. He didn't care about that. He brought his real to God. He was real to God. Okay, so we've seen David depressed. We've seen him rejected, right? Now let's talk about the moment that he really messed up. Like, really messes up. I'm sure you guys don't know this story fully. So, later in life, David does become king, of course. Because, what God starts, he will finish. But one day, he saw a woman. A beautiful woman. A gorgeous woman. The name of the woman was Bathsheba. And slept with her. Yes. Even though she was married. And guess what? Married to his best friend. Oh! Anyways. Then he tries to cover it up. And it leads to someone being killed. Because the way he covers it up, he sends the girl's husband, which by the way was a close friend of David, to battle. But he puts him in the very, very front line. And if you know anything about battle or a little bit, I don't know, based on movies, you know that if you're in the front line, you tend to be the one that, you know what I mean? So that's essentially what happens. He sets up his best friend to be in the front of the war. His best friend ends up dying to the sword. David's mistake wasn't small. He sinned badly. And the guilt, it ate him alive. Also, if you think about it in nowadays, because he planned the death, like because he planned to take this person's wife and kill the husband, technically speaking, in this society, in this era, in this day and age, David would be in jail for like 25 to life, right? Because it was premeditated murder. So not only, so that means that he didn't care at the time that it was a sin. He had time to think about it, but he didn't care. He set it up. All said is done. He got his wife, right? He finally got the wife, but he felt so bad. He felt so bad. He felt so guilty. Like he's just like, which is a pretty big sin. I mean, that's a lot. That's a lot. That's a lot. It ate him alive. The guilt literally ate him alive. In Psalm 38 verse 4, he actually talks about that. He says, "My guilt overwhelms me. It is a burden too heavy to bear." And it's like, yeah, bro, you killed your best friend to get his wife. That is definitely a massive burden to bear. You ever felt like you went too far? Like you knew better, but did it anyways? You decided not to do better. You knew better, but didn't do better. Maybe you really, really crossed the line. Like you really intentionally crossed the line. Well, David knows that feeling. David knows that feeling. But here's the good news. God didn't cancel him. No, he corrected him, but he didn't cancel him. And that's why I always get oftentimes, at least in the church, I used to always hear people be like, do killers go to heaven? Do killers go to heaven? Do killers still serve God? Well, David was a killer. Moses was a killer. You tell me. You tell me. Did God still choose them? Did God still send them to literally save the world? And it's not like David was indeed a killer. David was indeed a killer. God's grace is bigger than your guilt. Always. No matter what you feel, like maybe you accidentally stepped on an ant. I don't know. Whatever how big of a guilt you feel like you have, maybe you've ruined something. Maybe you've destroyed something. It doesn't matter. Well, I should say it doesn't matter. But at the end of the day, God's grace is bigger than your guilt. So what do you do when you feel depressed, rejected, or overwhelmed with guilt? Any of those emotions, or maybe all three of those emotions. I actually forgot to feed my fish when I was young. Ooh, did he die? That could be really sad. Let's learn. I was heartbroken. Did he die? Oh. What? Oh my gosh, that's really remarkable. That is very beautifully done. Wow. Very, very remarkable. To fast after you killed a fish? That shows your level of empathy, though. That really shows your level of empathy. So you've been empathetic from birth, then, to feel some of what he feels. Oh, okay. I see. I thought it was like grief. But I guess that is kind of why people fast a little bit. So let's learn from David. Let's learn from what David did. When he felt guilty, rejected, overwhelmed, the first thing David did was be honest with God. Be honest with God about what you did, what the part you played in it, how you felt. Don't try to sound spiritual. Just be real. Cry. Yell. I miss my lizard Chloe. Chloe was a real one. Chloe was a real one. Yell. Journal. Pray. God can handle it. Oh. Rest in peace to all the, first of all, Brenda? Anyways, rest in peace to all of the fallen animals, fallen pets, literally. Be honest with God. Be honest with God with how you're feeling, right? Now, I'm going to use Sharice's example because thank you for sharing it, but also because you were young, so there's that. So how would that look like for Sharice? Someone who forgot to feed her fish. That's the extent of it. She forgot to feed her fish. Well, she'll be honest. It really was. It really was. She will be honest with her. Mia! Hello, Mia. It's been a minute. Hello, Mia. Hi, sweetie. How are you? Welcome, Mia. It's always nice to see Mia. She'll be honest. She'll be honest. She'll tell God, like, God, I forgot to feed my fish. God, I felt selfish. I, you know what? Good. I'm 14 now. Happy birthday or happy belated birthday. Happy birthday, belated birthday. I want to see a bunch of superstars or I want to see a bunch of stars emojis for the fact that Mia is 14 now. That's what, grade 9, I think? Grade 8? Hello, Mia. Welcome back to the best chat in the world. Amen. Amen, Liam. Amen. So be honest with God. So tell God, I accidentally killed my fish. I'm so sorry. Like, I was just playing video games. Whatever. Super, super, super. Literally. My birthday is in a cold day, man. It kind of is a little bit. It kind of is. November 10th. It kind of is. In Canada, Memorial Day is November 11th. So, or Remembrance Day, it's November 11th. So write it down. Talk it out, right? David wrote songs. Maybe you need to write or draw or even voice note your prayer. You can draw how you feel, right? I feel like sometimes a lot of you guys are drawers here, actually. So sometimes based on what you guys show me that you have drawn, that's where I can tell like where you guys are at mentally, right? I'm in the cold days, 10 November, but it's my vibes. So here in Switzerland, you are grade 7 at 14. I am in grade 8. Okay. Okay. But I'm in grade 8. Because Mia's like that. Okay, girl. Get it. So you're going to high school soon, though. You're going to go to high school next year. I'm excited for you. High school's going to be fun. Well, it's going to be a learning experience, but that's fine. Yeah, so you can draw it. You can write it. You can write a voice memo if you like. Can I tell you about my dinosaur that lived in the cold? I will. Yeah, go ahead. So next, another way to deal with, that feeling of rejection, oppression. We don't have high school here. Oh. What do you guys have after grade 8? Anchor yourself in hope, right? David often literally, she's like, I don't need grade 7. Anchor yourself in hope when you feel that isolation. David often ends his psalm by reminding his heart who God is. Oh, that's a good thing. Reminding your heart who God is. In Psalm 42, verse 11, he says, "Why, my soul, are you downcast? Put your hope in God." Put your hope in God. So here's the whole point. You're probably like, what does this all mean? What's the point of all this? Well, even in your worst moment, whatever your worst moment is, we have like 7, 8, and 9 grade, and then you normally start working. What? Whoa. The school system around the world is wild. Okay, so that means you're working at 16, pretty much. And then what happens after that? Like, do you guys get to choose to go to college, or is it like now you're in Switzerland? Interesting. You guys start the workforce early. Very interesting. I didn't know that. Yeah, I'm like, you have to? So even in the worst moment, we don't have college here either. In Switzerland? So wait. So this dinosaur was I'm not reading that. I cannot read that word. The cold T-Rex. It had fur all over it. Ooh. Oh, it was a great hunter. It had many colors. Very pretty. It could have but hiding in the snow. Oh, that's kind of cool. So even in the worst moment, David was still chosen, right? Even when he was hiding in a cave, even when he cried himself to sleep, even when he messed up big time. And so are you. You are not your depression. Absolutely not. You're not your past. You're not your rejection. You are still chosen. That is what you are. You can feel broken and still be called. And that's okay. Because God hears your honest prayers, even the messy one, even the ones where you don't even have words to speak. Grace doesn't expire when you mess up, which is really reassuring. Grace is always there. It does not just stop because, you disobeyed your mom. Now, I'm not encouraging you to do so. You probably should not disobey your mom, but So, God, thank you for being near when we feel far. We gotta appreciate that. He help us to be honest. We want to be honest like David and still chosen. If you felt this message, drop a blue heart in the chat. If you want to keep walking through this journey, subscribe, of course. You guys can check out the link in the bio, Bible Bunch, and share this with someone who really needs it. Remember, you guys need to remember this. Even in the dark, even in your darkest time, there are still songs, right? Even in your depression, oh, thank you, Cherise. Even in your depression, you are not alone. You're not alone. God sees you, He loves you, and He's not done with you. He's not done with you. If you're still waking up every morning, if there's still breath in your lungs, if you are still seeing the next day every morning, God is not done with you. All right, let's do a closing prayer. Heavenly Father, Lord Almighty, thank you, Father, for your love, your kindness, and for calling us and letting us know that we're still chosen. Thank you, God, for your grace and your mercy that gets renewed every morning. Father, I pray, help us to be authentically honest with you, to have a relationship with you, and to understand that no matter what we do, we cannot depart from your love. Lord, I pray for all those who are physically in pain, who are emotionally in pain, who are mentally struggling, either of isolation, depression, or sickness, Lord. Let there be a restoration and let your will be done with your healing power. In the mighty name of Jesus, we pray. Amen. 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 Thank you so much, guys, for being here, for being a part of the whole entire squad, of the whole entire live. It has been amazing. We have learned so much, I hope, at least. That remember, you're still chosen. Yeehaw! I will be back live tomorrow at 1 p.m. For our Bible Bunch Fitness members, we have a 10-minute morning mobility at around 7 o'clock start. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, share this with your friends, share this with someone who needs to hear this. And I'll see you guys all next time. God bless and love you guys. Bye, everybody.